should have probably asked him that. Because you said you didn't even ask him.
What up, though? Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy, Eazy Drama Man, Kung Fu Spinny, a.k.a. Spin Morax.
What up, dog?
Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights. We got my man, officially, the undefeated, 1-0.
Yeah.
Cheese Nips!
Look at him. I didn't even know I
Says
won
young sus.
until this morning. Oh yeah, I got to change it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Oh yeah.
Do we call you Owen now, since you technically won?
No.
You can do whatever
Still
you
Cheese
want.
Nips?
No, it's still cheese nips.
It's still Cheese Nips? Look at this new back wall, by the way. ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
it's pretty crispy. Pretty crispy, not gonna lie.
It's pretty crispy, you know what I'm saying? You guys can't see as close as we will, but you'll see at the end of the show, the end screen. Your boy's wearing, what'd you call that earlier?
Ascot.
Yeah. How
Like
do you
Fred?
know the name of that?
Because that's what Fred wears in Scooby-Doo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he wears ascots.
That's interesting. We got a big show for you guys today. We got the only, Dr. Jeff Pierce, joining us from the All Access Sports Medicine Show. He's going to give us a true timeline. We have an actual medical professional, give us a true timeline around Jameson Williams, as well as Josh Pascal. If you guys haven't heard, he did go under for surgery to fix his sports hernia. That's the official injury that he had, if you guys don't remember, from springtime. As well as, I got some questions about Jeff Okudah as well.
Yeah.
Because he's had his injury with Achilles, and what
sure.
to expect, rehabbing back from that one. I forgot to tell you guys too. I'm so sorry about this. We got another guest in the building actually. Flannel Sam joining us from the audio booth, and I appreciate you, man.
Thank you very much. You guys are gonna have me till about 6:15 or so today, so enjoy while you can. But no, I appreciate being on with you guys.
So
Let's have some fun.
We need him to
For
kill
sure.
as many legends as he can before 6:15.
Big facts, man. Big facts. Also, today, since we're the Woodward Heavyweight Show, we gotta talk about Dan Campbell. Speaking about adding some girth to his team, boy.
Girthy
Some heavyweights.
boys. Yeah.
Hell yeah, boy.
You know they like him
yeah,
girthy.
brother.
Cheese Nips.
Huh.
What is the first thing you think of when you hear the word girth?
Offensive line.
Good answer.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
I gotcha.
You got me. You did
What's the
get me.
first thing you think of when you hear girth?
Peanut. I'm thinking my own little homeboy down there doing his thing.
Hell yeah, brother.
Thinking a little easy going to work down there, you know what I mean?
Baby easy, make the baby easy, you feel me? Nonetheless, though, PFF has ranked Alim McNeill as a breakout candidate for this year's.
Yes.
That's a girthy guy.
Yeah, he's a girth. That is a man full of girth. Yeah, and he's, I feel pretty good about that because I picked him as my breakout candidate this year for the Lions.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, I like what PFF's doing right there. I think it's a good option. He's going to get a lot of snaps. This is talk about it over and over, but that attack defense. When you're a jet, you're a jet.
The girth comes, boys. The girth comes.
When you're a girth, you're a girth. No, but yeah, that's something you like to see. You like to see whenever
When
lions
you're a
are.
girth, you're a girth.
Whenever you see a lion in a list like that, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel good about the girth.
For sure, feeling good about the girth. There's some other breaking news I wanted to start the show off a little bit, though. Jimmy Buckets has taken a new name. Jimmy Bundles.
Jimmy Bundles.
If you will.
Jimmy Bundles.
You want to see the new hair first?
Yeah, let's see Jimmy's new hair first. Shouts out to Cheese Nips. Yeah, so
That's
Jimmy Bundles, man.
Those aren't real, right?
No, definitely not.
Yeah,
Real.
like,
That's why
you couldn't grow those
man.
that fast. Like
Yeah.
that.
He's sitting in his mirror.
Just
He's like sprouting out dreads.
Like those little Play-Doh guys when you squeeze and it comes out. That is a choice, I guess.
100%.
I'll put it at that. We've seen some players with hair like that before
100%.
in the NBA.
As you know, man, like the internet's full of comedians, man. Like,
Yeah.
I have such a love-hate relationship with the internet, but like, let's show Jimmy Butler as a heavyweight.
Jimmy Butler is a
Since we're on
heavyweight.
the
Get some help.
Oh man, that's from what, Scary Movie or Scary Movie 2?
Yeah.
Oh man,
We
that's
also
a classic.
have
Anthony, he's awesome.
Jimmy Butler and Tyler Hero heading into the next season.
Pretty good.
You ain't the future of shit. You're just David fucking Porter.
This is one more.
Oh,
This
man.
is one more Jimmy Butler.
Oh, not Cuba.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Oh man, that was
Jimmy Bundle's getting dirty.
Jimmy Bundle's getting done up, man.
Just in case you missed it.
Plato Sam, you're a man of the people. You're a lightning rod of opinion. What is your take on Jimmy Butler's new hairdo?
I mean, I don't quite understand it. If it makes him play better, if he's like Samson, maybe it gives him powers. But he was already a pretty good player. He was a great player before, had it coming off a great postseason. But maybe this is just the magic elixir that takes him to be a championship player. Maybe if they add more teammates, I don't hate it, but it's just kind of. It's strange, especially since they're obviously extensions. You don't grow that much hair that fast, right?
Yeah, right. He missed that game-winning 3, so he's like,
oh, that's a great point.
I need the locks. That'll make me play better. That'll
With
make
the
me shoot
dreadlocks,
better.
he might have made that game-winning 3. That's a great point, Spencer.
Exactly.
I completely forgot.
Yeah, you never know. It's
Are they going to get in his way?
no.
Yeah,
he's gonna have him bundled up. It's gonna be a little package on his head
All right, I wonder that too, by the way, because it's the same way like
with some girthy locks.
yeah, you got some girth growing out your hair, bro.
Yeah, brother.
No, but like you know how Jaden Ivey has kind of like this, the hair in a way, like that's got to be in your way.
can't-
I mean,
see.
you can wear like a headband or something.
This is what he does.
I'm sure he
Probably.
will.
Yeah, what do you do at Purdue? Just
Yeah, headband.
headband. Yeah,
He had it tied back a lot too.
yeah. I mean,
They're not gonna let that affect their game. Like they're professionals.
Yeah, 100%. I don't think he's gonna carry those into the season, 100%. But I definitely know what.
I mean,
You think
probably
so?
yeah. Why not?
Those are long.
You don't
bro.
get
those
those
are long boys.
Yeah, exactly. That's an investment. You don't get that for 2 months just to switch it up.
That's very true. Season will start to what? October?
Yeah.
September.
But with
I know.
his bank account, you could do that, though.
That is true.
Yeah, it's
That's a
very
good
true.
point.
I guarantee you, though, Brown was in his inbox though, like, "Hey yo, where'd you find this shit?
Where'd you find that hair, bro? Oh man, that was an
1,000%, man.
unsolicited shot.
Speaking of shots, man, you wanted to take a shot at Ryan Garcia, talking
Yes.
wild, bro.
Yes, I really did. It was probably the worst take I've seen in my entire life because Ryan Garcia, good boxer, seems like an alright guy, good influencer on social media.
Yeah.
But he said Jack Harlow is the new Kanye West, and
Oh man.
that shit pissed me off so much, bro. Hell no, is right. You cannot disrespect Kanye like that.
So even Flannel Sam's wilding out in the booth there.
Yes. How do you
Sam,
feel?
yeah,
How do you
your
feel about
music-
that, Sam?
Yeah.
Oh, Kanye West is one of the greatest rappers of all time, and
Facts.
Jack Harlow is basically like a glorified SoundCloud guy, for my opinion. Do not disrespect Kanye West, one of the greatest rappers of all time. In my opinion, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is in the running for the greatest hip-hop album ever. Do not
Sure.
respect the genius that is Kanye freaking West.
Facts.
For sure.
Facts.
Yeah. Bro. Yeah, that's such a bad take, bro. Because Kanye makes his own beats. He's made other beats for other people. Like more than just Kanye's like hit songs that he has. He's made hit songs for others.
That's
as
why
well.
Javante Davis is gonna knock his ass out.
Yeah.
Because he's got takes like that.
100%. Yeah, that's a CTE take.
You got knocked the f out, man.
For real. Crank.
He might already have CTE
Yeah.
saying some shit like that. Like, wow.
Smokey out
bro.
here taking his shit.
No, definitely hoping
You
that
need
fight
Cora?
happens because he definitely deserves to be punched in the face after that take.
Yeah, he needs that. He needs that on the daily if that's actually what he believes.
It's not even close. Bro.
Dabber said the new Post Malone, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Bro, even then, I would put Post Malone closer to. I'm not saying nowhere near, but I'm saying like I would put Post closer than Harlow.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
still, none of which are even close
Post
to
Malone
Kanye.
is more gifted musically than Jack Harlow,
Yeah,
for sure.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, Kanye's done so many different things. Like, 100%. And then I think Posty's got a couple more albums than Harlow as well.
Not a big Post Malone guy either, though.
No,
No.
I don't mind with Post Malone.
I'm sussing on you.
That's Suss's
Yeah,
song.
he
I'm
is.
sussing. I'm sussing. Oh, speaking of Suss.
Speaking of sus.
Oh, and fresh off your 1-0 victory.
yeah. How do you feel about
Didn't even
this?
get hit, bro.
Yeah.
How you feel? You feel like Hamzat Chimaev?
I felt shocked because I walked in this morning. I did the morning show, and then Spencer told me I won. So, very anticlimactic. I wanted to actually box. I'm not
Box.
scared. He challenged me. He
Yeah,
challenged
he
me.
did challenge you.
So, I think in order for me to officially get the win, he needs to rescind his take of he would
Dog walk you.
Yeah, dog walk me.
Yeah.
I think you should say that.
I think you should just jump him when he's coming out of the building next time. Just turn into a street fight.
I should.
Just hit him with a bow when he's coming out of the booth.
I was just bullying him at that point.
Yeah.
He already didn't want to fight. Now you just beat his ass.
You still don't want to fight?
started
Yes, I still don't want to fight.
You want to fight now? No.
I never did. He was talking a lot of smack.
He
To
was.
just back
I
out
wasn't
like
even
that.
saying nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said it's for his brand.
Yeah, that was the wild part to me because like you're young sus, like the deal is you're fighting to have your actual name.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I'd rather just be young sus.
We should call him something worse than Young Sus.
Well, I mean, does it get worse than young sus?
Baby Pecker.
Baby Pecker. I mean,
Or just call him Cheese Nip's son.
there we go. I like that one.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, what did you take away from Young Sus backing out of the fight? Were you hyped for that one, by the way? He said there was no traction.
I was pretty hyped for it, but I honestly thought you Cheese Nips would win, honestly. And Cheese Nips, the thing that I respect about you is you did not talk a single ounce of shit. You were just had that quiet confidence. And Young Sus, he talked a lot of smack.
He did.
And then backed out. All due respect to Young Sus, he's a nice guy, but I don't think he ever wanted any of that smoke. But have you
Wow.
seen Owen? He is a very Cheese Nips. I actually called you by a real name.
Yeah, watch out.
He's a pretty
Yeah,
buff
dude.
dude. I don't know if
We do
I
governments
would
here.
want any of Cheese Nips. And I'm just speaking facts.
It's fair. It's fair. If he would have just said, I'm scared, I don't want to fight him,
Yeah.
I would have had more respect than what that bullshit he put on earlier.
Get my brand.
Yeah, my brand. I'm gonna be a
Dude.
legend.
Just say you don't
I
want to
love
fight.
There's not
Just-
enough
just say
traction.
you
He's like,
don't
I'm not
wanna
getting
fight.
enough out of it. It's like, bro, you're an intern. What do you expect to get paid like Conor McGregor? Come on now.
We should have to provoke some type of like violence and. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
gotta like trip him when he's walking down.
No, you guys started. I
Start
wanna
bullying
start.
him so he wants to fight you.
How about Flannel Sam versus Neil for his name?
Ooh, that's a tough one because he's a little bit older. I think we actually would be a pretty good matchup. I think I could take Neil. I could definitely take Neil.
Fine, let's take it, Neil, for sure.
Thank you
Yeah.
so
Neil
much.
squaring up like this.
Put him up. Put him up.
Put him on.
Got that reach. I think I got a little bit reach on him.
You do.
I think
But
I'm in a little bit better shape.
Neil used to be a heavyweight, and now he's cut down, so he's got that like stored power.
That girth.
That stored power, the inner girth that he could let out.
Oh yeah, I don't think for sure I could. I think I would beat him, but I'm not going to talk any shit because I'm not that confident in my ability to fight. If I'm just being honest, but I could take Neil. I got like the youth,
That's true.
and the energy
It's
and
true.
the exuberance, if that even matters for anything.
And
But
the
still,
confidence.
Hey,
If Neil heard this, I
quiet
bet
confidence.
his face is like beat right. He's getting pissed.
Oh
like,
yeah, Neil would do
he's a
his
competitive guy.
that face he always does, dude. I love Neil, man.
Do the Neil face.
That's a great impression, Spencer.
Dude, I love Neil, man. That makes me laugh so hard anytime he does that.
Neil's hilarious, man. Neil's definitely the man. Can we do a poll on that one actually?
Who would win?
Yeah, who wins the fight?
Flannel or Neil?
Yeah, Flannel Sam or Neil Rule.
All right, I'll work on it.
That's a good one.
Good looks.
And if you guys are just checking in, you haven't been watching us all week, we are giving away an autographed Amon-Ra St. Brown helmet
sir.
tomorrow. This is your last chance. So make sure you take a screenshot, take a picture of the stream, and post it on Twitter. Tag myself, tag Eazy, and tag Pro Sports Zone, which their Twitter is Pro Sports Zone 1. You must be following all of us, and you must tag us in that. And that will put your name in a drawing to win an autographed Amon-Ra St. Brown helmet, courtesy of Pro Sports Zone and John Yu. We appreciate them for hooking us up so we can hook you guys up. And if you guys ever want any merch, any signed merch,
I do.
anything Detroit sports related, you can go check out Pro Sports Zone. And they have a lot of different signings and stuff there too. They had the Lions in there last weekend. Eazy
I met
was
fellow
there.
heavyweight Penny Sewell.
He met heavyweight Penny Sewell. He met Amani Omawarie and DJ Chark. So keep an eye out for stuff like that. Our good friend Tammy Chin, who's always in the chat, also helps out down there. So shout out to Pro Sports Zone and John Yu for hooking us up.
Got me pumped up, man. But not as pumped up as I'd be if I finish this can of Centron here, baby. Because summer of Centron's here. All right? And right now, Centron's available at Kroger. And you get 2 cans of Centron for $4. Man, guys, I promise you. Like, this thing's open. You know what? Hey, look. ASMR.
Google
The
it.
Prudy guys, I actually drink this stuff. I love
Chill,
Centron, man. Get the cranberry one. Check it out right now. Again, 2 cans of Centron for $4 at Kroger. Make sure you guys check them out. Guys, Centron's a new energy drink for the active lifestyle. Drink it and live it with Centron.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
3 NBA championships. Detroit fans were there. 11 Stanley Cups. Detroit fans were there. 4 World Series wins. Detroit fans were there. And that one Lions playoff win in 1991. Yeah, Detroit fans were there. Woodward Sports, where the fans are. We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side.
Lemieux and McCarty, who've had a good knockdown drag up. There they go, right on the whistle. They were talking to one another.
Woodward Sports.
What's going on, everybody? It's Spencer for Bedrock Detroit. So Bedrock and Rocket Mortgage basically turned an old parking lot into a massive outdoor playground right next to campus marshes known as the Monroe Street Midway. They have roller skating, basketball courts, a mini golf course, food trucks, live music performances, and art installations. Such a fun place to visit, whether you're on a date or with the family or just hanging out before a Tigers game. And they even got Wi-Fi so you can bring your computer in and get some work done in the heart of the city. The only things you got to pay for are roller skating and food, but everything else is free, so make sure you go down to Campus Marshes and check out the Monroe Street Midway, presented by Bedrock Detroit.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy Eazy, joined by my man Spin More Racks.
What up, though?
We got AK, you're not Young Sus. I got used to saying that for a while there. But we got my man Young Cheese Nips, fresh off a victory, 1-0. Dubs, got a fix? Here you go. We got Cheese Nips in the TD booth. In the audio, in the 1s and 2s, we got my man Flannel Sam. Shout out. Cake can coming through. You want to hit the cake can? All right, moving on. Guys.
Why are you so short, bro?
I put my seat down. When I was on the 2-shot, I can raise it up.
That's
I'll do
fair.
it next break. You come down here? Come down here, dude. It's cooler down here, dude. Whoa, you're chill. Hey, yo, pause.
Yo.
There we go.
All right, guys. As you know, we work with the famous, Gilf famous Ryan Armani.
Oh, yeah. I was
the famous
it's like, what Gilf are we working with?
Kathy,
Hey, shut up.
Nonetheless, though, my man Ryan, he's in with the Gills, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure Brandon is too. They host the Bottom Line from 2 to 4 every day, weekdays from 2 to 4 on the Woodward Sports Network. And Ryan had an interesting take today.
He did.
He actually, do we have the video?
We do.
Go ahead and run that, Cheese Nips, if you have it available, man. Ryan was
it's in full screen graphics.
Take your time, man. Ryan was talking wild.
I got it. All right, you want me to play it?
Yeah, let's roll this video. Let's hear what he said.
With great suffering, there is great triumph, and everybody here wants to be a part of that. And I do think there's buy-in, and I do think this is the guy that's going to get it done. I believe in that with my heart, and I believe in that with my soul. Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes will win a Super Bowl here. And I'm not saying that for clicks. I'm not saying, I just believe in them as men. I believe that they're going to get it done. I think these guys are the ones that turns that great suffering into great triumph. And by great triumph, I'm not talking about playoff wins. I'm talking about Super Bowl.
Playoffs. Talking about playoffs.
A Super Bowl.
A Super Bowl. From this regime, this Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell regime, that's bold. I mean, it's, you know, this man Ryan is known for his bold proclamations, and I guess if you think the Lions are going to win 10 games this year, you better think they're going to win a Super Bowl, you know, in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
So I'm not with him on that. I'm not ready to say that yet. I'd hope they can. Obviously, that is the goal for all Detroit sports teams. But, man, proclaiming they're going to win a Super Bowl, that man's mainlining Kool-Aid, because they haven't done anything to prove to me that they're at that caliber yet.
Well, he's not saying this year.
No, yeah. I know.
I will say, though, Ryan Armani, man of bold takes.
Yes.
The one I remember most, because most of them are just like opinions. Like the whole Miguel Cabrera thing he was getting killed for, it's an opinion.
It's an opinion.
What
Yeah.
about the Spartan one?
What's the Spartan one?
The Spartan fans are the whiniest fans in college football.
I mean, he's a Michigan guy. Like, what do you expect him to say? It's just stirring the pot. That's how rivalries go. That's another thing. Like, you're allowed to be upset. Is it a good take? It's an opinion. That's what I'm saying. But
is it a good take?
No, it's an opinion. I told you. Like, his stuff is opinions. He has one bold claim
opinions.
that he said that would come true.
What?
And it did. Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, going to the Heisman's.
Yeah, well before the end of the season, he said that, you know, he's not sure that Kenneth Walker was a Heisman Trophy, and he got murdered. He got killed for that.
Yeah,
one.
he did.
Deservingly so, because Kenneth Walker was still definitely deserving of a Heisman Trophy bid at the very least.
100%.
But he said Aiden Hutchinson would be there, and at that time, as sure as shit as probably everybody else thought he was insane for saying that.
Yeah, it's
crazy.
That is something you can hang your hat on. And I love Ryan. Ryan's a great guy, very cool dude, hilarious, very funny, knows his stuff.
Funniest.
So. But to hear him say something like that, I mean, yeah, he didn't say this year. He's not saying the Lions are going out and winning the Super Bowl this year. He didn't even say next year. He said at some point in this Brad Holmes, you know,
era.
He said Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell era.
Yeah, the two of them.
They're going to win a Super Bowl. So, man, I don't know. I can't put anything behind that for myself. I wouldn't have
100%.
the confidence to say something like that because, like I said, all we have on them is a 3-win season.
Yeah,
they're doing everything right in the offseason, but we need to see it on the field. They go out there and they win 10 games this year, I could start thinking like that. I'm not going to proclaim it because there's a big difference between 10 wins and a Super Bowl championship, but, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, that man is mainlining Kool-Aid. Hey, man, you got to put your foot in the ground at some point, so...
Well, yeah, you got to say something that like is expected to happen so you could brag about it. And he did do that again with the Aiden Hutchinson thing. Like when he said that, we were thinking just as much. You know, he's a Kool-Aid drinker. This guy went to Michigan. He's a Michigan slappy. It came true. Now I'm not saying it's to come true, but I'm hoping it does. I'm hoping he has the same stupid luck with this one because, goddamn, that'd be pretty dope.
That would be pretty dope,
but pretty wild, Sam. You were there for that. Did they let you react to that one or what?
I didn't get a chance to react to it at the time, and my opinion is there are some pieces like DeAndre Swift and Aiden Hutchinson, for example, that I think are going to be very, very good. I think they're going to be stars. Their offensive line is obviously elite. That being said, all we've seen from them so far is a 3-win season. So proclaiming a Super Bowl, I would be more willing to stomach that if we let them play through next year and they maybe win 7 to 10 games, maybe make the playoffs, but even at least 7. But coming off of a 3-win season and already saying Super Bowl, that's a little bold for right now, but I'm not saying that it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's very bold. It's more than bold. It is borderline insane. Off of the evidence we have right now to say something like that. I like the confidence. I like him going out there. And like we said, you got to make a bold take like that. You got spunk, kid. I remember this one, buddy. No, but you got to go out there and make a take like that to be remembered. Like, if they do go out there and win the Super Bowl, Ryan can put his nuts right on the table. He can say, I called it. Here I am. What's up? If they don't,
come see my nuts and I'll tell you your future.
Yeah, if they don't, it's just this is just another Lion slappy getting too excited. So
yeah,
he's got nothing to lose. I like him going out on a limb like that, but I'm not walking that plank with him just yet.
Owen had an interesting take on it that I actually similarly agreed with. And I don't want to steal your shine, Cheese Nets.
You want me to say it?
Yeah, I'm going to let you say it.
Okay, I think he's partially right. I think Brad Holmes will be there, but Dan Campbell will not.
Ooh.
And I think Dan Campbell is more of a stepping stone coach. We've seen a lot in the NFL. That's not like a knock on him per se. I'm just saying
comes off that way.
I don't mean it like offensively. I just
Say
think
sorry.
that Lion fans are going to be maybe impatient at one point, and then they'll be like, okay, now we're going to move on. Because we got to win now, that sort of thing. And then they'll go out and get that guy that's going to get that ring for them.
So in 2027, Lions fans, I love Jim Caldwell.
Jim Caldwell.
In 2027, when JT Barrett takes over as the head coach of the Detroit Lions, you think he's going to lead them to a Super Bowl champion?
They would never. I don't think they'd sign an Ohio State guy as a head coach.
Why not?
Actually, no. Spielman's in the front
Spielman's
office.
one of the best Lions players ever. Like, come on.
But JT Barrett has no credentials even
give him 6 years, bro. 2028, 2029.
I'm with Owen though. As much as I love Dan Campbell, as entertaining as he is, I look at his prototype of head coach, the rah-rah type.
Yeah.
Not a lot of those guys are, taking home rings.
Yeah, it's not a lot of the guys like that are in the NFL right now, currently. It's him and Mike Vrabel are the only two.
Yeah. Harbaugh was there. Harbaugh went to the Super Bowl. But it's the message, if you're not getting the results, grows old, The rah-rah, firing up the troops, how many times do you hear that and not get the results?
For sure.
If it happens with Campbell and Holmes, it's going to need to happen soon.
It's like Mike Vrabel, he's gotten the results at least. He's won, divisions. He's won conferences.
100%.
He's gone out there and he almost, if Derrick Henry wasn't hurt, they probably would have been playing in the AFC Championship game. So it's tough when you're 3-13-1 season. Sorry, couldn't remember, can't count. But it's this guy's stupid. This guy sucks. But it's tough, man. It's tough for me to proclaim something like that. I'll say they'll win an NFC North. I think that's achievable.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
that's achievable. That's reasonable.
How long do they do that?
An NFC North within the next 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, 2 to 3.
Yeah,
I'm saying 2. Well, actually, 2 to 3.
Aaron Rodgers is still here. I mean,
Rodgers, discount double check, Rodgers.
I kind of look like that guy.
You do look that. I gotta get that picture.
Yeah, but it's tough. It's tough. I think they can go out there and because Rodgers is falling off and
he's just getting older. I don't know if he's falling off.
How many years was his deal? It was 5 years or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure off the top of my head. Sam, do you know?
Oh, I'd have to look that up. Hold on one second.
I want to say 4 or 5 years.
So he's there. Yeah, he's there for at least that long.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to be like, the Lions are winning the NFC North while Aaron Rodgers isn't, eating cheese in Wisconsin.
Maybe Aiden Hutchinson injures him. He has to go see a doctor.
Hey,
a guy like Dr. Pierce.
And we got a guy like Dr. Pierce ready to come up pretty soon. Coming up pretty soon. And if you're scared of being injured to where you'd have to go to a doctor and you need some personal protection, there's only one place you can call, and that is Guardian Alarm. Because Guardian Alarm keeps you safe and gives you peace of mind whether you're at home or on the road. They're 24/7 local monitoring. Make sure what's important to you is safe. So call 1-800-STAY-OUT. That's 1-800-STAY-OUT. Call 1-800-STAY right now and let them know the Woodward Heavyweights sent you. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
New to the game or a season better? OddsTrader.com has everything you need to make the right bet ahead of kickoff. Begin your handicapping journey with OddsTrader. Improve your edge by finding the best price on every game from sportsbooks in your backyard. Take advantage of the numerous sign-up bonus offers to pad your bankroll. Dive into key game statistics, player performance, and even account for the projected game day weather. Best of all, you can use the OddsTrader bet tracker to keep a log of your action. Welcome to OddsTrader, and best of luck.
Hey, this is Mr. Kearney, Chief Academic Officer at Academy of Warren. I want to welcome you to the brand new field house. The state-of-the-art facility has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, soccer field. It can be used for 7-on-7 football. Our K-8 academic features AM, PM latchkey, small classroom sizes, Learning Street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Holton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, K-8 athletics, and more. Enroll today at academywarren.net.
Make sure you're listening to Woodward Sports all day long. Start your morning with the Morning Woodward Show. Spend middays with Big D Energy. Watch and listen your drive home with the Bottom Line. And don't forget about Woodward Bets Daily. All live, all right here on the Woodward Sports Network.
What's going on, everybody? It is Spencer for Big Frog in Novi. Right now, For what, 2 more days, 3 more days, you can get yourself a free Woodward Sports t-shirt. That's right, a free Woodward Sports t-shirt. I don't even have one of those.
Don't got me your size.
I don't even got a t-shirt. All I got is the Adam drafted cocaine t-shirt, and I can't wear that in public. So make sure you go in to Big Frog Novi, tell them we sent you, and they will print you out one on the spot. On the spot. So go check them out today and get your free t-shirt, or visit them online at bigfrog.com/Novi. Ooh, funky beat.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy, Eazy Drum Man, Spin More Racks.
What up, though?
You got, I want to say Young Sus, I'm sorry. Cheese Nips, the undefeated, 1-0, Owen Ozus.
Champion of the world.
For 3 days.
Yeah, he already forgot about you.
I know, man, but I'm just used to saying Young Sus. I got used to it.
That's
I
fair.
apologize.
It's fair.
Flannel Sam's in the booth. We're also joined by a special guest, the host of All Access Sports Medicine, Season 2 coming up, Dr. Pierce in the building.
Yo.
How you doing, Doc?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Good.
Hey, I gotta do a shout out for you. Congratulations on going full time, 5 days a week.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Appreciate that.
Long time coming. We put in a lot of hard
I saw
work.
you guys working in the back room, moving up here.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay,
Appreciate it, man.
I can say that.
Oh yeah, you can say whatever you want. We're off the rails on
we
this
talk wild
show.
on this one.
I gotta keep it cleaner on my shows.
Yeah. Yeah, you can let it fly. So we brought you in because obviously, you know, you're a medical doctor. You're an expert on sports injuries too, because you were the doctor for the Red Wings for a long time. Different things like that.
Consultant
to the Red Wings. This man had some stories when we did the doctor show.
Really?
He seemed like more than a consultant in my eyes. But this man, he's been around the block, as we will say. And
that's a better term for calling me old.
Yeah, what the hell is that, dude?
He says the back nine.
Well seasoned.
Well seasoned. The Lions have started training camp, and they are dealing with some injuries to some key pieces in that rotation that they're trying to build. We're going to start with probably the biggest name on this injury list, and that is Jameson Williams. This guy they drafted out of Alabama, stud receiver, supposed to come in, coming off an ACL tear, still not looking like he's going to be ready for the start of the season. What's going on with that injury, and how long do you think it would take him to fully recover from something like that?
Well, I mean, I think you were there when we talked about it originally after the draft and how I was promoting that this kid is going to be great. The injury may be a bonus in some of these young athletes. I mean, just to talk about the injury alone, they don't need him back for the start of the season. This guy isn't a short-term play. It's a long-term player. Bringing him back premature, we just talk about an ACL injury. You want to break down the injury? You want to just get into the nitty-gritty?
I was wondering, because I know when I Google it, ACL injury, it says like 6 months. But, I'm assuming that's for like a normal person.
That's the average Joe.
Exactly.
These guys aren't the average Joe.
Okay.
We push it. There's a physiological healing process that has to take place, and that's between that 4 and 6 month period. And what you're looking at here is that his techniques, like when we did our show, we showed what kind of feedback systems he's using. We call it proprioception, things like that, reaction time. That ACL might be healing, and you may be fine to walk from here to the cooler. But when you're on the field and you got to change directions at a moment's notice or get around a guy, the feedback and what needs to be healed is all the factors, all the muscles triggering. So when you have an ACL injury, a lot of times your thigh will get weak because it's just going to shut down. You're going to atrophy. You have to get that back. His injury was actually repaired fairly quickly after the actual injury. And the other beauty with him is he has a true just ACL tear. Okay. He doesn't have all the other things. There's a lot of anatomy around that knee.
Yeah.
There's the meniscus, there's the collateral ligaments, there's the PCL. There's damaged contusions to the bone. So the knee is a very intricate part of the body. It's one of the most intricate joints that we have, and it takes a lot of tear. So he has to be ready at all levels. You can't put him back prematurely. There's no reason to right now. So taking an extra month or so to get him solid, this guy is a superstar. He'll definitely advance through.
For sure.
The other thing is you talk to a lot of athletes, including Braylon here. He had an injury. They take life for granted. They think they're Superman. And then they don't train as much. They don't get prepared as much. I mean, a small percentage are truly training. But once they have an injury, they see the light that this could end in a second.
Yeah.
So they're actually kicking it up a lot harder now. So it could be a blessing for his whole career that he had his injury when he did.
For sure.
They say, because right now he's currently on what's called an NFI list, a non-football injury. And if you start on that list to begin the season, you automatically have to sit 4 weeks. But his injury, if I'm not mistaken, my math could be wrong, but I think he's at the start of the season, he'll be 9 months past his surgery. Is it possible he plays?
Pardon me?
Is it possible he plays earlier on in the season than we're expecting, since it'd be 9 months post-surgery at that point?
Well, I forgot the math, but if it is 9 months, after 6 months, they're ready to go. And this guy, I've seen he's working with the elite. He's got the elite team working with him.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other beauty of being a professional athlete. And that's what we do at our place, is we try to treat you like a professional athlete.
Shout out.
To answer that question, I think everybody's going to be a little bit more on the cautious side, because re-injury puts him out totally.
Yeah.
So this guy has to feel, he's got to be cutting, he's got to be doing, there's a lot of things to be doing for a receiver. He's not a lineman just going forward, backwards, and things like that.
Yeah.
He prides himself on that quick, that half a second move to get around somebody.
Yeah, and we see like 10 years ago, the ACL, was a death sentence for these skill position guys, and now the first thing I think of is Adrian Peterson. When he tore his ACL, he came back in 6 months, rushed for 2,000 yards, and won an MVP. What kind of advancements of the science has made it possible for these guys to bounce back from injuries like this to where it doesn't hamper their careers for a long time?
So probably the biggest thing is minimally invasive. So they're not like back then.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wide open cut. They're sitting there taking things out. The meniscus, they're not repairing as much. An ACL, the technique, like anything else with science and medicine right now, is advancing tremendously. So when you get into a minimally invasive, meaning it's a smaller incision, less disruption to the actual anatomy, it creates a return a lot quicker. When you start opening up that knee and you're dissecting and pulling things, it's just the skill, the instrumentation, the abilities to what we use the scope, so it's being done all under X-ray photograph, so you get to see everything. So the biggest advancement is the minimally invasive repairs, and the science of what we're doing for attachments, reattachments, how they're anchoring it into the bone. Those are all far more advanced. And like I said, Adrian Peterson had a time to relax and get the rest of his body rehabbed also.
Yeah.
You forget about that. They have one little injury. These guys have to play again by Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
He had a true 6 months off. And if they dedicate to a true recovery, rehab for their whole body, not just their injured part, they come back a lot stronger, and hopefully Williams will be the same way.
So that's another thing I was going to ask is, a lot of people have fear that this, because he's known for his speed, he's known for his explosiveness, his quick cuts, stuff like that, that you're saying this might not hamper that at all in his future. It could even look better the next time he comes back because he's had this time off and he hasn't been taxing his body so much.
Well, guys coming out of college, he's at Alabama. It's a pseudo NFL team over there. But what he has skill set wise at the professional level from the college level is highly advanced.
Yes.
Can he get back to where he was? Yeah. But what I've said multiple times on our show, I'll take a half a second off of a talented individual like this instead of someone else.
Mm-hmm.
He's got that mindset. He's got that football sense. Is he going to lose a half a second? He might not, because he might be gaining it on his recovery and his rehab.
Okay.
And he's just going to be stronger. You talk to a lot of professional athletes, they're like, yeah, I was that person in college, but professional, it's just like anything else. Going from high school to college, going to college to professional, you're just moving at a different level. Your impact, your strength, your speed, you got to be better. The game's that much faster.
Definitely.
Speaking of guys like coming back, lesser or better than, there's a couple of Achilles injuries on this roster right now. One, Jeff Okudah, a former 3rd overall pick in the NFL draft, a guy that we're hoping to be a stud, but it hasn't been the case lately. At the cornerback position, you're the guy guarding those receivers. We know how fast they are. Like, how much should someone expect that to hamper his ability, to follow these receivers and stay with them on a route?
You know, the Achilles injury is moving into what the ACL used to be.
Yeah.
It's hard to recover. It's hard to recover for those type of positions. You know, we talk about hockey injuries, things like that. When you're a quarterback, when you're, a defensive, on the defense or the offense moving at that speed, it's going to hinder you. It's a tougher rehab recovery because there's less anatomy around it, and you become hesitant. So I really don't want to put a prediction on there to play it back and pull me out, but I'm concerned. When you have an Achilles injury with that type of player, we talk about speed. He's going to be a half a second slower. He's got to really work hard to recover, get a good repair going. So it's a concerning. It's a concern on, a little question mark on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd say something else. It's a concern for me as well.
Huh?
I was hoping you'd say something else because it's a concern for me as well.
he wants the reassurance.
I want him back.
It's all business. But
a lot of it is mental. You guys don't realize how much the game is mental, too.
Yeah.
And a lot of these injuries, you have to get over. You have to take – like I use Manning as one of the biggest examples. He was so hesitant when he came back from his neck surgery. He got hit. He said, I got hit a couple times. I recovered. I got up. I'm okay.
Yeah.
So that's you got to see that. I mean, some of these guys, post-traumatic issues. It's real with these guys.
Oh,
they'll replay it. They'll dream. The more you can get into the mental state of it, the better. And mental state plays a big role in your recovery.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
And that's we have multiple Achilles injuries on this team, and I wanted to, ask you about for what position would it be worse? Like the cornerback position where you had that backpedaling and then you need to explode into a full sprint when you turn around on these receivers like Jeff Okudah, or Romeo Okwara, that defensive end where you're trying to explode off the line of scrimmage and get to the quarterback every play.
It's definitely your cornerback.
Yeah.
Because he's got, with the explosive play, you're moving a few yards back and forth, right? When you're doing here, you're going 20, 30 yards potentially. I mean, you got
every play too. Yeah.
Right. Every play you're moving. Granted, they'll shortcut it a little bit with their angles, but it's definitely more of the cornerback, which is more concerning.
For sure.
Those guys are also more powerful. They're not using it. They can get by with big chests and things like that. But a pure speed position, you're going to have more trouble.
Definitely.
Real quick, because this actually went by way quicker than I expected. But you have season 2 of All Access Sports Medicine coming up. You want to plug that? Because I'm joining you. I'm be helping you out with that one.
I know. We're welcoming you on the team. We'd love it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I mean, we took our summer break. We're going through season 2. We're coming out with, the same kind of thing. We're looking for integration. We want to give what the viewers want, what the questions are. We love the sports injuries. We love the banter, which we go back and forth. But the true thing we want to do is make sure we give at least 5 useful tips. We want to talk about injuries. We want to talk about recovery. The biggest reason I'm even doing All Access Sports Medicine is because I see so many people at all levels of education going to the wrong doctors, being misled. In today's environment with medicine and insurances, you don't get that liberty. You're like, oh, I screwed up the first time, I'll go to the next doctor. You got to get it right the first time because your insurance is running out. I've heard more about deductibles and payments and co-pays. You got to get to the right docs. You got to get to the right people for assessment. And our team, I'll put us up against anyone in the country as far as our treatment. In fact, I'm dealing with a big band who has an Achilles injury. They just came back from retirement, the reunion tour, tore his Achilles. I just got called yesterday about consulting on that. So it's at all levels we're dealing with it, meaning we're at a national level of treatment, and unfortunately we're here locally for the people here to be treated that way. But like last night, I've had a ton of there's a concert series full blown.
The Rock Doc.
I got
to run out of here and go to Pine Knob tonight for some event there, but I won't call that out. But last night was the weekend, and Elton John and
Did you fix his
Chris
hair?
Stapleton and all that stuff. We've been backstage at a lot of shows already.
Maybe you can help Eazy out with his meniscus. He said he's struggling over there. But before
I think he's checking out my bio or something. Before he really comes in.
Before we do let you go, I just wanted to get this quick one in. So Josh Pascal he just had a sports hernia surgery. He's another big piece of the Lions' second-round draft pick, a guy they expect to do big things this year. How long do you expect him to be sidelined for with a surgery like that?
So he just had it, right?
Just had it, yes.
So
I think he had it in spring.
I think he just had it.
The surgery wasn't the surgery just recent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard the surgery was spring. This got confirmed today, though, that he had the surgery.
Yeah, I mean, it's another one of those tough recoveries. When we were dealing with the Red Wings, when there was a lot of sports hernias, it's a tough recovery because we didn't know about it. It's really a very thin layer that covers the muscle going in from the belly to the pubic bones, your private areas.
Yeah.
And it's very sensitive and it's very brittle. It's very, very cautious. So you got to be careful on the recovery. The surgery there has improved tremendously over the years. I mean, we're going back 15 years, I think, with Drapes and McCarty and everybody having their hernia repairs. And it's a sports hernia, so it's different than an inguinal hernia, which is in your groin and going into your privates. This is from your belly, so it's the abdominal muscles that you're concerned about. So it's a very small layer. So it's a long recovery. I mean, sometimes they're saying if it's depending on how much what had to be recovered, how big the tear was. I need to know that to tell you how quick he comes back.
Okay.
But everybody's been coming back. Football, I mean, you're constantly getting hit.
Yeah.
So it's going to be at least a 3-month. We'd like to see that 3-4 month period instead of that 4 to 6 on an ACL.
Yeah.
But if it's minimally invasive. That means less disruption. I would need to know the details of that. And sorry, I didn't research.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Throwing stuff at me here.
Yeah, you're throwing your curveball there at that. No, we appreciate it. We appreciate all the knowledge. Thank you for joining us today, Dr. Jeff Pierce, the one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, coming in.
I gotta get Adam to do this stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
I gotta live in his shadow. No. Okay. Again, a big shout out to you guys in Woodward Sports. Since we came on, everything I've been watching, everything's growing, going in the right direction. We're here to help the cause of Woodward Sports, but really, I want to make sure the viewers get some knowledgeable information as far as their injuries. And you guys can encourage people to ask questions from a medical standpoint. Everybody has someone that has some medical issues. I can go on forever on what's happening right now, but we're having fun. And also my big golf outing Monday for Athletes Unlimited. I'm wearing the shirt today.
There we go.
But that's our year. It's our 25th year for the anniversary, 25th anniversary. Athletes Unlimited's been around 26 years, so we're looking to raise money for all those disabled athletes that you're seeing around town. So
that's awesome.
We do it.
Appreciate you, Doc. Speaking of information, Spinny, where's the best place to get some food right now? If I'm hungry for some ciabatta.
Best place to get some food right now is obviously Big Boy, because as you know, ciabattas are back at Big Boy. Look at that. They got the sunrise ham and cheddar, the chicken cordon bleu, the chicken club. You can't go wrong. But if you want to keep it light, they have the Michigan apple, chicken Caesar, and Greek salads you can choose from.
Ciabattas. And don't forget about the nice hand-dipped cookies and cream shake and strawberry shakes.
That cookies and cream shake is a hitter, trust me. And you heard it here first, folks. Summer just got better at Big Boy. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
Fellas, let's be honest. We like things to be easy. We like simple stuff, like sports 7 days a week. We like things uncomplicated, like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Sign in, sit down, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. Open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Hi, I'm John from Better Rate Mortgage, and to me, family is more than blood. That's why I have the biggest family in Metro Detroit. If you're looking to buy a house or refinance and need a loan, come get treated better than family by me and our entire team here at Better Rate Mortgage. We pride ourselves on giving you better advice, better service, and a better loan experience. That's why we are Better Rate. If you're looking for a new mortgage, come get treated like family. Actually, better with Better Rate Mortgage. Visit us at mybetterrate.com or call at 248-480-4467 today.
You have an opinion? Make sure it's seen and heard. Corner, jumper, Tweet us, hop on the YouTube chat, slide in the DMS at Woodward Sports on all social media.
What's going on, everybody? We are the Woodward Heavyweights. Easy's struggling to get back in that chair, but he's there. And he's ready to go. We appreciate you guys for tapping in. As you know, I am Spencer Raxter. He is Eazy. We got Young Cheese Nips in the booth holding down the ones and twos, and Sam Flannel bringing the bangers coming back from break, man.
You're killing it.
That just sounds so good with that music coming back from break.
Sam.
We just had Dr. Pierce, the one, the only MI Sports Doc.
Yes, sir.
As you know, he was a consultant for the Red Wings. He is the founder of Michigan Sports and Spine. He has his Athletes Unlimited that he does. The guy is doing a lot of big things. And on top of that, he hosts the All Access Sports Medicine Show right here at the Woodward Sports Network. So we appreciate him for stopping by and dropping in some knowledge on us idiots about what actually is going on in the world of injury.
How you guys feel about the Okudah news?
It sucks, honestly. If it takes half a second off of his 40 time or something like that, that's tough. That's tough to come back from. But he's looked really good in his workouts. He's looked strong. He's looked fast. So I'll have to see it. But man, I don't know if he can afford to lose half a second.
Yeah, he can't. I mean, he's gonna play, but he's just not gonna be what we hoped for. You know, in a quarterback especially because. Like I said, you're guarding like world-class athletes in the opposite line. You're literally starting by running backwards. Like it's just not good. And then another thing too for our guy Romeo Okwara, obviously it sucks anybody's hurt. But another thing too, he costs a big chunk of cap space. Both those gentlemen do actually.
Yes, they do.
Romeo Okwara
two of our
and
highest
Okudah.
paid players.
Yeah, and they both got Achilles injuries. Now it's not anything to do with them or the preparation. I'm sure like accidents happen. You know, time. I mean, I'm not qualified to say that. Probably I should speak to Dr. Pierce on that one. But moving on. Continuing on with the defenses specifically, let's turn the page to some positive news. Our PFF, everybody's Lord and Savior. Everyone rides their list like crazy.
Yeah.
You know, anyone's making an argument, you're like, yo, he just ranked this on PFF. I hate PFF. I hate advanced analytics. I do. I think some of them are so like hypothetical, like BS. But nonetheless,
say it with your chest.
Well, I mean, you guys are the list breakers, though. You know?
The list killers.
Dude, see, these lists never had no chance.
We wouldn't be in business without PFF.
We never had no chance. But PFF did put Alim McNeill on their list, the top 10 guys. We got the graphic ready, Owen, of up-and-coming stars.
Yes.
If you would. Guys that become stars like this next season, which it's tough to become a star as interior lineman, my opinion.
We got the list right here. Young Cheese Nips throwing it up right there. Number 1, Trevin Lawrence. Number 2, Christian Barrymore from the Patriots. Number 3,
read it? You see you squinting.
Number 3, Elijah Moore from the Jets. Number 4, J.C. Horn, Panthers. 5, Rashad Bateman, Ravens. 6, Kwity Paye, Sam's boy, Michigan man for the Colts. 4, Sam Cosmi. Don't know who that is. Not gonna lie. Looks like he's on the the football team. The Commanders.
Whoa,
Number 8, Trey Lance for the
49ers.
49ers. Number 9, Kelvin Joseph. And then our boy, Alim the Dream, checking in at number 10. Thick boy, girthy boy, sitting there at number 10. It makes me happy because I agree with that. I've been saying that since we started talking about this new defense on how much it can help out Alim McNeill, because Alim McNeill is a guy that they got because he can create pressure from that interior defensive lineman spot, because he can beat a center or a guard off the ball and get to the quarterback from the inside, which will only help your defense get stronger, will help your outside rushers, will help your defensive backs when the quarterback can't be standing in the pocket like that. So I'm very happy to see him up there. Happy to see him getting some recognition. I do think, again, I don't know how many times I've said it in the past week, but this attack defense that Aaron Glenn is instituting is going to help that. Is going to push him to be the guy going at, get that thick boy, tackling them skinny boys, ripping some quarterbacks' heads off. I'm excited. I think he is a beast. I think he showed last year in spurts, even in a defense that wasn't built to his strengths, that he can be that guy. So I'm excited for it. Show us. My boy Ricky Rose. Lee McNeill does need to show us this year for sure.
Give me a Rick Ross, huh?
My money on another level. In the streets out here, I'm hotter than the fucking devil.
Nonetheless, though, Lee McNeill, I'm pumped for him. The things that confirm him being a good football player to me are, one, the very year we took him, remember the Eagles wanted him.
Yeah.
And we, Brad Holmes sniped them. Yeah, and they were pissed about it. They're pissed. By the way, we sniped another one from this year when we took Jameson Williams. I remember we moved up just ahead of them, and then they had to make that trade for A.J. Brown. But nonetheless, there's one good sign, right? I mean, the Eagles been looking like a pretty solid organization as of late. They have a Super Bowl in the past 10 years. I know it's under a different coaching staff, but they made the playoffs last year too with a quarterback a lot of us would think isn't the greatest, not terrible, but not. He's in his sophomore year.
Yeah.
Maybe he gets better. Who knows? Nonetheless, though, PFF was a big fan of them last year, too. Alim McNeill making the 2021 All-Rookie team.
Yes.
I think he graded as the second highest interior lineman throughout the entire NFL. Rookie class. Now, some people were hating on that a little bit, saying a lot of that's due to like how weak the draft class was last year. And it was. I think the Detroit Lions took the first or second defensive tackle off the board.
Yeah.
And it was Levi, I think, at that point.
Levi Ozarike, yeah.
100%. But what confirms it more for me, Brad Holmes and company, because you heard Dan Campbell come out publicly and say he's pound for pound the strongest guy on this team. I'm saying you've heard
there's a lot of pounds to pound too. He's probably got the most pounds to pound on that team.
Real talk, you know what I'm saying? So he's the strongest dude on the team, pound for pound. He's like a little muscle ball, muscle hamster, whatever the hell nickname they gave him. The dancing bear, I think they were calling him.
No, that's Penny Sewell.
Penny Sewell's dancing
Penny
bear?
Sewell's the dancing bear, yeah.
I think it was Alim.
All right.
I trust Spencer.
It was Penny Sewell.
I don't trust Spencer because I met Penny Sewell, so I'll text him right now. Nonetheless,
are you the dancing bear?
They gave him a couple of them. I remember one he was like Twinkle Toes, I think was one too.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, though, Lee McNeill, you're hearing it from the coaching staff. Obviously, Brad Holmes saw highly of him. Obviously, the Eagles saw highly of him. PFF clearly thinks highly of them. He's the real deal, man. I think he's on that list for a reason. Flannel, what's your takeaway on this one?
I mean, I'm a big Alim McNeill guy, especially like what Spencer said with the attack defense. The quickest way to get to the quarterback is right up the gut, right up the center, right to him. And Alim McNeill actually showed us something last year. He made the PFF All-Rookie team. And especially with this new revamped defensive line, he is so critical to their success. He will take attention off of a guy like Aiden Hutchinson. I think it'll be very complimentary with Aiden Hutchinson, Alim McNeill, Charles Harris, Romeo Okwara. And it's all one of the keys is being able to clog up that middle, being able to stop the run, be able to get pressure right up the gut. Clog it, yes. So it is going to, I am very excited to see what Alim McNeill can do, and I have faith in him because he actually showed us something last year. Showed glimpses of what could be a potential, like, very, very good stopgap defensive tackle.
I agree. And I laughed right before Flannel started talking because I typed in on Google Alim McNeill's nickname, and the first thing that popped up was Buttercup.
Yeah. So they had 12 of them. They call him Buttercup.
It says Buttercup, Mac, and Twinkle Toes were his nicknames from last year. So
he was a dancing bear, by the way, too, according to Odyssey.com. We go shout them out because they're a competitor.
I don't know about, screw Odyssey.com.
Nonetheless, though, I am hyped, and as you said, like the heavyweights are crucial to a defense. Like that interior defensive lineman. I mean, I know. Again, I've spoken this before on the show multiple times. Like, look at the best defense the Detroit Lions have ever had. Guess what happened? It was our guys in the interior linemen, Dominic Sue, Nick Fairley. What's up?
See, I'm reading an Odyssey article that says Lions dancing bear, the number 7th overall pick, Penny Sewell.
Wow.
I'm reading one that says Lions dancing bear wears a bloody jersey and a smile, and this whole article is about defensive tackle Lee McNeill.
I don't know.
Maybe the articles are confused.
Yeah.
I don't think Spencer's article exists.
I'm looking at it right now.
Is it fake news? Are you giving us fake news right now?
I'm not.
I'm just saying, when you type it in on Google, Lee McNeill pops up.
Yeah.
Just saying. You know.
Hey, maybe you're right, Eazy.
I'm not the only undefeated guy in the room right now. Always me and you, dog. Never lost.
Yeah, we've been clicking today. We're together.
You guys are making out before the show too. It's pretty wild.
Whoa, dude. Deep fake.
Told you not to say that, bro. No, but I'm excited. I'm excited for.
What do you think is like a step up for him though? You think it's like sacks?
Yes.
Because like as we know, the interior lineman, a lot of it's like disruption type things, or just taking on double teams to loosen up guys like Aiden Hutchinson and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, I think it's quarterback pressures. I don't think it's you can't just put it at sacks because it is hard to get a lot of sacks from that interior position. But quarterback pressures need to go way up because, like I said, you take that center, you push him back into the face of the quarterback. He can't stand there flat-footed. He can't make all of his reads. He has to be worried about that. He can't step up into the pocket. Has to be going out, which makes it easier for Aiden Hutchinson, for Charles Harris to clean up those sacks. So I don't want to put it as just sacks, but I think quarterback pressures is a good stat to look at when you're trying to see a production increase out of a guy like Alim McNeill. And, you know, if you were to bet on the over-under for his sack count this year,
I was just going to ask you,
where would you go to make that decision?
Well, real quick, how many sacks do you think he gets?
5.
I'm cool with that. That'd be sick. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
You know where I'd go, Spinny?
Where's that?
MyBookie.com, man. Come on. You guys should know this by now. Everybody in this place uses MyBookie.com. You want to know why? It's the best place to place your bets. And right now, if you guys use promo code Woodward to match part of your first deposit and maximizing your money, guys, MyBookie.com is just that simple. Matter of fact, you could have made some money off me. I'm sure some of you have, actually. Yeah. The Easy versus Stick matchup, which there might be another appearance by Woodward Sports participants on MyBookie.com because that 3v3 tournament might be happening soon, my baby. So make sure you guys sign up right now. MyBookie.com, promo code Woodward. Woodward Heavyweights. We'll be right back.
It took exploring 50 different formulas and hosting countless taste tests, but we believe Gypsy Vodka is the smoothest vodka on the market. Don't believe us? Ask the owners.
We're Mike and Adam Kazanowski with High Five Spirits Distillery. We're in close to about 1,200 locations throughout Michigan. We wanted to create a brand that was geared more towards freedom, love, adventure, and at the end of the day, we really wanted to tell a story that inspired other people to take risks, follow their dreams, whatever that might be.
Hey, it's Scott from the Woodward Bet Show. Hey, we're excited. It's Thursday. The Rocket Mortgage Classic is in town. So listen, we'll be talking a little bit about that. We've already gave some of our predictions over there at 4:30 at the Woodward Bets YouTube page. You guys got to make sure you check it out. You also got to make sure you check out oddstrader.com. It's got live scoring, play-by-play updates, the best place to check all the odds at the sports books right in the palm of your hand. But hey, let's get back to some winners. We need to get some winners. We need fun coupons. Let's go with the Indians today. Tristan McKenzie only gave up 1 earned run his last 26 innings. Sounds good to me against a struggling Red Sox team. Oddstrader.com, Woodward Bets. Check it out.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
You guys, we sparked debate yesterday on the Woodward Heavyweight Show. We mentioned that Woodward Heavyweights would smash almost about any show on a 3v3 tournament. You know what I'm saying? No big deal. But you know where that thing's going down at? The Academy of Warren. You want to know why? Because it's the brand new state-of-art sports dome field house that has a regulation basketball court that we're going to smoke you fools like we do. What's up? Why you make a face, Owen? They got a volleyball court, a soccer field that could also be used for a 7-on-7 football game. They got AM and PM latchkey, small classroom sizes, a learning street, a futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Houghton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, and K-8 athletics. You can enroll now. AcademyWarren.net. What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy Easy. Join my man Kung Fu Spinny. What up, though? Rats. We got Young Cheese next to the TV booth. Shout out to him, man. I'm gonna miss you, man. I got it right. Yeah. Definitely got it right. Shout out to Flannel Sam, man, with the fire takes. He's killing it. He's gonna replace us up on his desk if Casey was in charge. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't be mad at it. I think Flannel Sam has good takes. I know a lot of people crashing for him, but he does bring analytics and evidence behind it. But now we know which one of these is Flannel Sam's burners.
Yes,
I'm just kidding.
We definitely know Flannel Sam's burner account when we see it.
For the record, Casey, Eazy and Spencer are not interchangeable. Nobody can do what they do. So I just gotta throw that out there.
Come on, man.
Appreciate you.
It's all love.
You see Spinny behind him there with the gun?
Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah, for sure.
Appreciate you, Buttercup.
Super handsome. And I'm just kidding.
Very skinny. Very in shape, well-toned individuals.
We got a good show rolling today, ladies and gentlemen. And right before we went to break, we were talking about a thick boy, if you will, a girthy boy, and Alim McNeill, and one of Dan Campbell's favorite football players. And they asked him today at the training camp practice or facility, the media session, if he's a little bit concerned about the size in this team. Because, although Alim McNeill's a girthy guy, he's about the only one. Levi Onzarike, not the biggest dude in terms of like interior defensive linemen, and Josh Pascal, as much as we love him, and I think he's going to be a good pass rusher from interior side of the football. Again, not the biggest dude. Guys like 6'3". And Dan Campbell did say, actually, we have the clip right here.
Roll that clip.
Hey, yo, DJ, spin that shit.
Here it is.
Now, I would tell you this. I do think that we may need a little bit more girth up front. I wouldn't say that we're not looking for that or won't be. Or, you guys saw that we signed Bugs.
What up?
That was it?
Oh,
great clip, Easy.
You said something before?
No, I said a line signing to Ndamukong Suh confirmed.
Yes.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but they brought in Bugs to be. He's a guy who played at Pittsburgh last year.
Yes.
He is a girth boy. He is a thick boy to put up in the middle, kind of to replace what we lost when Pennicini retired. So I like that. I like, if Levi gets back, I think Levi and Alim, that's a lot of girth right there. There's some big boys down there in the middle. So I do like, you can never have enough girth.
Correct.
You could never, the ladies love it. It's great on the defensive line. So it is important for girth. You need the girth. And what I'm saying is I don't know, 3-4 inches in diameter. No, we got to talk about getting the girth on the defensive line to plug up those holes, to fill those holes.
I was going to say that.
Fill those holes with some girth,
you
baby.
You need the girth to fill the holes. That is just a fact of nature. So it is important at the defensive line to do that, to bring in guys like that. So I like what he's saying. You can never have enough girth.
Shout out to God in the chat. God said Spencer's like a fat Uncle Cracker and he's like a skinny Suge Knight. Shout out to the big man upstairs. but like Spinny said, ask your girlfriend. You can always use some more girth, fellas. Big facts, and honestly, I want to take it to Dominic and Sue, guys.
Oh my God!
Stop, dude.
Fat Uncle Cracker. Oh, that's good shit, dude.
Shout out to God in chat. But no, guys, I've been campaigning for Dominic and Sue to Detroit since last year.
You have.
I really have.
You love you some girth.
I love me a girth. Love me a girthy boy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
But real talk, though, the Dominic and Sue.
Where's Young Sus when you need him?
Hey, you were Young Sus earlier today. No, real talk, though, the Dominic and Sue, man. When we brought that Attitude Era, when we restored the Roar back when Jim Schwartz was here, he was a big part of that. And again, looking at the successful Detroit teams, I say that time and time again on the show, they were nasty. You know what I'm saying? That grit. You know what I'm saying? They're tough-nosed teams, and Dominic and Sue is that. And not only is that and has been that his entire career, he's also a champion coming back now, too. I think there's a lot he could teach these young guys in the locker room in terms of just take care of the body. Stuff like Calvin Johnson was speaking of with Jamison Williams, especially on the defensive line. I know you played on the defensive line. Sam, you were defensive end, weren't you, back in the day?
Oh, I played a little bit of lineman back in the day, believe it or not.
You ever wake up from those football games and just have random-ass bruises? You're like,
oh, yeah.
I remember
for sure.
100%. So even just from that standpoint, but nonetheless, man, I think attributing to the team, I think the Dominic Sue is that, and I am a fanboy. The Dominic Sue is my favorite Detroit line all time.
It's
biting kneecaps. That's the guy to do it.
Yeah, it's for sure. And, on the topic of girth, our boy, that guy 62 said, yo, Eazy and Spence, do y'all believe in Jay Sean? He's been on the team and in the rotation for a second. And, yeah, I mean, that is a guy you can look at. Jay Sean Cornell is a guy that can go in there and provide that girth. He's 6'3", 300 pounds. Obviously, we know we took him later. I forget when exactly, 6th or 7th round. Dude played at Ohio State, so he has the pedigree. He's done it before. We need to see him do it in the NFL. He needs to show us. But that is just another big body that you can bring in on that defensive line. Thank you, Ricky. And just throw him in there and have him be a part of that girthy rotation. He is a guy that can eat up, some holes.
Oh man,
Spencer, you're saying size matters?
I am saying size matters. Okay. Ask your girlfriend. Size definitely matters. It's all about size. So
we're the Woodward heavyweights. We endorse this message.
You bring in a guy like that as your third or fourth defensive lineman.
You probably second, honestly.
That's another big body. I'm thinking you got Michael Brocker still, Alim McNeill, Levi Ozarike, and then maybe he's fourth. I'll put him at fourth.
Sue?
No, Cornell.
Cornell.
Sue. You bring Sue in, he's starting. But 100%. Cornell can be a guy that you bring off that bench, another girthy guy in rotation to play.
Yeah, I feel the same way with Jason Cornell. I mean, I like him. He's on the team. I don't hate him, but I'm not going to say that I like him. I just have nothing against him. But I don't necessarily think that he's going to be like a make or break type of guy. You know what I'm saying?
Should I answer this right now?
He's just part of the rotation. Who is it?
American Red Cross.
No.
Answer it.
You damn vampires, you're not getting my blood.
Answer.
No, I hung it up.
Not nonetheless, though, I mean, there's a couple other guys in the market. Linval Joseph, longtime starter for the Vikings. He started 16 games with the Chargers last year.
Also a girthy boy.
Yes, we like that girth. And Sheldon Richardson. Now, I just saw this one as a name. I don't know if he's still productive as he used to be back in the day.
Not
Sheldon
a
Richardson.
chance.
No,
No.
not the same dude.
Not as good as he was. I mean, I'm sure he could still go out there and produce to a certain extent, but you're not bringing in the guy, a Pro Bowler or nothing like that.
Yeah.
I think he'd be a good piece, though, if you can bring him in, if you can get him for a certain amount of money. And definitely another guy, you can put with Michael Brockers that can show these young guys how to get it done, how to use that girth hit the right angles with your phone out, and show them how to use that, use the size to their advantage. Rather than just being big to be big, you got to hit the right...
hit the right
motion.
Brother.
You got to get the right hole, hit the right motion, and then you got everything feeling good. So I expect if they do bring in a guy, it's going to be a veteran like that can help these young guys learn how to use their girth.
The ladies love girthy guys.
They do.
Eat up holes, man.
They do.
I'm just telling you. What? Flannel, go ahead. What's up?
I was going to say, what comes from the result of having a lot of girth and doing all these things that you said?
Man. You just allow your outside guys to eat and do work. I mean, especially you got a guy you spent a second overall pick on, in Aiden Hudson. You give him those one-on-one matchups to prove, he got drafted there for a reason.
Yeah.
And Charles Harris show his prospect and what he's showed us last year as well. I mean, that's why you want those guys. They cause disruption, and the double teams too. When you got a big guy like that barreling in, you might need two people to stop him, and that's why I get my girlfriend. My Chevy look like whirlwind. The flannel.
How do you feel about girth, flannel?
Yeah, was there any girthy guys in the market you want the Detroit Lions to pick up?
Well, the ones you mentioned, especially Sheldon Richardson, kind of like the past his prime Sheldon Richardson, because dude was a star back in the day. If like Spencer said, at the right amount of money, a guy that the Lions used to have that I feel like was kind of the girthy guy that got away. What about Deshaun Hand?
Yeah.
He just could not stay
healthy.
Could not stay on the field.
Yeah.
But when he was on the field, he was pretty impactful, and I think he would actually fit well in this team. I don't think they'll bring him back, but that's a guy that we miss. A guy like Bugs, kind of an irrelevant signing to me. Jay Sean, same.
Yeah.
I think it all depends on if Levi Onwuzurike can develop into something, can be like the partner for Alim McNeill, and that is the girthy guy that we need to show us and really step forward this year.
That seeing those guys in the middle, if they're playing in the same snap counts, that was my favorite thing to do when I'm playing defensive line. I played defensive tackle my senior year. I played defensive end a couple other years, but it was me and my boy Quantez. And, we were both athletic, bigger dudes, so we'd do stunts where, he rolls under and I jump over right before the snap, and then we go, or we cross and go. So, stuff like that, obviously they're probably not going to get that crazy, but it's just so fun because he was, a big guy like myself, probably, a little thicker than I am, but a little shorter. But, playing off of each other like that, when you have a guy that is, the same caliber of player as you, the same size, same skill set, it makes everything easier when you're going to war with your boy who's right next to you every play down in those trenches. So Levi and Alim McNeill could be a dream team pairing if they can both produce and stay healthy.
100%, yeah. And another thing I want to remind people too, I think the Detroit Lions have $9 million still floating there in cap space, and I think that's for a reason. We still we see it every time and time every year. Veterans get cut. Guys sign the big contracts. They backload them for a reason. If the guys aren't showing it, Trey Flowers is a perfect example for the Detroit Lions. We had to cut him. We had to make room for us. And other teams will be doing that as well through our training camp. And maybe we pick up one of those veteran guys. Next time, promise I'll do my homework to look and see what type of veteran guys are on those big contracts and possibly maybe getting cut. We can bring to Detroit Lions. But off the market, at the top of my head, and maybe I was just slappy for the guy, all pause intended, but Ndamukong Suh, man, I'd love to have him back here in Detroit. And again, I just bring up the kneecap biting mentality. That's that's Ndamukong Suh.
Yeah,
that guy eats and breathes that.
It really is. Yeah, we've seen it. Him stomping on dudes, him body slamming dudes. It's to a point. It was a little excessive at some points, but you need that. Like we said, you can't be nice and win football games. You need assholes on the line like Ndamukong Suh. That guy is going to come out there, he's going to punch you in the mouth, and then he's going to laugh in your face. So I would love to bring him back. Again, another guy like Sheldon Richardson, a veteran, a battle-tested guy. Obviously, in Ndamukong Suh's point, a Super Bowl champion. a guy who's been there before and done that. You can bring him in here, show him he already knows the culture. He knows what it means to win in Detroit because he's one of the last guys who did any semblance of winning for the Detroit Lions. So you bring him in here, he teaches the young guys. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But in my mind, he wants to go to a contender, so I don't see him signing with the Lions.
Shut up, Spencer. You don't know anything.
I'm sorry.
But I'm sure you know we can tell the people where to work out.
Yeah, if you want to work out and you're feeling a little too girthy, you want to knock out some of them LBs, you can hit up Planet Fitness because just right now, for $0 down and just $10 a month, you can get your Planet Fitness membership and look good for Rachel when she walks in the studio. And
she want that guard.
No matter where you are, there's a Planet Fitness nearby. You can be driving down the side of the road. You'll see a couple of them on your way down Woodward to the studio. So you can join in club or online at planetfitness.com. And remember, until the end of August, high school students get in there and work out for free. If they're trying, you got a kid who's trying to prep for his football season, Planet Fitness is the place to go. It's Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential. We are the Woodward Heavyweights, and we'll be right back.
At work and at home, we're there with smarter security solutions. Featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
When you need apparel, there's only one place to go. Big Frog in Novi. With no setup fees, no artwork fees, no minimum, and a 24-hour turnaround, you can have your whole team outfitted in no time. Embroidery, direct-to-garment, vinyl, and screen printing, Big Frog has it all in all the styles you want. So whether it's a sports team, fundraiser, school event, or corporate needs, Big Frog is your one-stop destination. Visit bigfrog.com/Novi or call 844-4-BIG-FROG.
We are the network for Detroit by Detroiters. Welcome to the Woodward Sports Network.
Guys, our friends at Auto Equipment knows that when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters.
Uptime.
That's why Auto Equipment is partnering with the biggest names in construction. With the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan, there's nothing a project can throw you that Alta can't handle. Make sure you give them a call today at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today. Again, that's 844-GO-TO-ALTA today. Auto Equipment, where uptime matters.
Uptime.
Uptime. What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy Eazy, joined my man Kung Fu Spinny.
What up, though?
Spin my racks.
Yes, sir.
We got my man Cheese Nips in the TD booth.
The
my
nippiest.
man Flannel Sam running the ones and twos in the audio booth.
The
Thank you.
flanneliest.
Shout out to both of you guys.
Yeah.
The flanneliest.
105 days, man. 105 straight days of flannel. He's a legend.
I don't know if I should clap or just be a...
That is impressive,
I don't know how I feel about that one.
Clap for me, please.
Yes.
You know what? I'd clap if it was the same flannel. That's more impressive.
No, that's gross.
That's why it's impressive.
That boy would be crusty by now. He's got to do it for 365 days.
Sheesh.
And if you're just joining us now, or you haven't tuned in all week, we are giving away an autographed Amon-Ra St. Brown Lions helmet. Full size, too. Helmet, full size, girthy, courtesy of Pro Sports Zone and John Yu. We appreciate them for hooking us up. If you guys want any kind of merch, any kind of autograph stuff, go check out Pro Sports Zone and hit up John Yu. But all you got to do to win this autographed Lions helmet by the Sun God Amon-Ra St. Brown is take a picture of the screen, post it on Twitter, tag my boy Eazy. His ad is right there at SpeakeAsySports_. You can tag myself at SpenMoRax. You tag Pro Sports Zone, Pro Sports Zone 1, and you get entered into the raffle. And tomorrow during the show, we will be picking one of you guys to win that helmet. You could have been doing it every day this week, so if not, you just missed out. But there's still time to get your name in that raffle. Every chance counts. Make sure you do that and try to get that helmet.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Spinny, you do the prep for the BDE show?
I do.
Big Energy every day from 11 to 1.
I do.
And you've got an interesting topic today. And I think a topic came up in the past before. And a lot of people were saying what it is who's under more pressure this season.
Yes.
Jared Goff or Dan Campbell.
Yes.
I like that topic. I think it's an interesting one, only because I've seen some foolish people actually saying Dan Campbell, and I think it's quite honestly quite.
You calling me what?
Oh,
Foolish.
wow.
You call me who?
Wait. You think Dan Campbell's a more
I
impressive?
do.
How?
Because Jared Goff is what he is. Jared Goff is a proven commodity in a league. We know what Jared Goff is. If Jared Goff goes out there and throws for 4,000 yards or throws for 2,000 yards, you're not going to think any differently of him. You know what he is. He's a middle-of-the-pack quarterback who, when everything's right around him, he can win. Dan Campbell, we don't know what he is yet. We don't know what Dan Campbell. If Dan Campbell goes out there and wins 3 games again, it's not going to look good for him. If he goes out there and puts up another dud season, which I don't think he will, it's not going to look good for him. He has not proven himself as an NFL coach yet. Jared Goff has proven himself as a middle-of-the-road quarterback. So I don't think anything Jared Goff does this year will change what he is thought of as in the city or what he is thought of as in the league, as a middle-of-the-road guy who will never get you over the hump. Dan Campbell, nobody knows what he is yet. He's had 1 season. He hasn't made a name for himself. He needs to go out there and prove he can win in the NFL.
Bro, you wild right now. It's night and day, 100% Jared Goff. Like, if the world revolved around money, which it kind of does.
It 100% does.
Okay, Jared Goff has like, what, $64 million in the line?
Everybody knows that's a bad contract. It's still going to be a bad contract
100%.
next year
If people
he does well.
poorly this year, there's no way in hell he's heading to next year as his team starting quarterback at $32 million. He's getting cut from the team. And on top of that, at that point, again, he's like the middle-of-the-road quarterback. I think this puts him below that at that point. You saw Sean McVay get rid of him. He was part of that 3-13 season last year. He then becomes a backup, so he's not signing again for another $32 million. On top of that, Dan Campbell, they knew this was going to be a process. This is going to be a rebuild. He's on a 6-year contract for a reason. Like, there's no way he has 2 bad years and we're just like, fuck this guy.
What happened to Urban Meyer?
Urban Meyer was doing way wilder stuff. What do you mean what happened to Urban Meyer?
I mean, he was in a big contract. I'm not going to bring up. I'm not going to bring up.
Dude. Urban Meyer was hiring
I'm not going to bring up John Gruden because that was
and then fingering buttholes.
But I'm just saying, my point on that is that the 6-year contract doesn't mean anything. 6-year contract doesn't mean anything.
It does mean something. Yes, it does, 100%, because they knew it was going to be a process.
You can lose it tomorrow.
He had no proven track record as a head coach, other than he was the interim head coach in Miami when they got rid of Green Bay offensive coordinator. I forgot his name, but they gave him a 6-year contract because they knew, again, it's going to be a process. Brad Holmes got a 5-year contract. These are guys that weren't proven commodities. They're given this length because, like, look, guys, we know we were handing you a shit sandwich.
So you're telling me if the Lions go out there and win 3 games again, you're like, okay, yeah, Dan Campbell could still be a good coach. I have the utmost confidence in him.
No, I'm not going to have the utmost confidence in him. But we just spoke. You and I know how we feel about Jared Goff. We don't think he's the greatest. So if we go out there and win 3 games, I'm sure he'll be a part of that being the reason why. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think we are cutting him after this season, regardless of how he performs, because we have no backup plan.
I mean, maybe the backup plan's in the draft, and they just start.
But still, just starting a rookie off that's not a great plan. Second of all, if he goes out there and does perform or doesn't, he's still not getting paid this ever again. Because the league knows what Jared Goff is.
That's why he's under the most pressure.
Why? It doesn't matter what he does. He's never going to get a contract like this again.
That's why he's under the most pressure.
Why?
He has $30 million in the line. He's never going to get a contract like that again. That's exactly.
I think he's going to be the quarterback for this team next year regardless. Because they have absolutely no other option.
I don't know about regardless. I mean, I think if you got a guy that
if he goes for 1,200 yards and 20 interceptions,
well, even beyond that, though, like if you get a guy in the draft that you're really fond of, I mean, you're cutting $30 million off the books. I'm looking at his dead cap next year, $10 million, and you save yourself 25.
So if Jared Goff goes out there and does exactly what he did last year, exactly to the T, are you cutting him?
It depends what we get in the draft. That's what I'm saying. Like, if we get a guy that they're confident in the draft, then I could totally see him get rid of Jared Goff.
But I'm just saying, if Jared Goff goes out there and does exactly what he did last year, nobody's batting an eye. It's still Jared Goff. That's what we expect.
It's not. No one's batting an eye.
If Dan Campbell goes out there and does exactly what he did last year,
no one's batting an eye because I know
you're
Jared
saying,
Goff
all
and his
right,
team's
this guy's
still
probably
building.
a bad coach. Because we saw a lot of things last year out of Dan Campbell that were like, all right, maybe this experiment's not going to work out.
Dude, he was given a 6-year contract because he knew it was going to be a process. You had this team
6-year contracts end every day.
Now, you had this team winning no more Then 7 wins.
I have them
correct?
at 7 wins, yes.
So you expect them to not be, that's still under 500, so they'd be a bad
Yes.
football team at that point, correct?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Dan Campbell's not on the line. He's not under any type of pressure because no one's expecting him to perform.
If he goes out and puts out
above
another
7 wins-
3-win season, yes, he'll be under a ton of pressure.
And another thing, too, the city
What?
loves
Like
Dan
what?
Campbell.
They're
The
not
city-
going to love him if he wins another 3 games. That shit will turn around fast.
They might because
Not a
who's
chance,
working
dude.
with. You're not
Not
expecting
a
to win
chance.
anything more than 6 to 7 games.
You're saying you love Dan Campbell just as much if he goes out there next year, does what he did last year, which I'll give him some credit. It was a wash
But that's what I'm
season.
saying. It
But
just
he's
changes-
making calls like that. He's blowing timeouts, doing stuff like that, and wins 3 games. You're in love with him
What's
still?
on the line for Dan Campbell is how passionate, how much like love people may feel for him or not feel for him in the fan base. What's on the line for Jared Goff's $30 million in his job?
Dan Campbell's job is on the line too.
Not
if you
more than Jared
can't
Goff's.
produce, you're a
Definitely
good
not more than
NFL
Jared Goff's.
coach. You're not going to get signed somewhere else to be a head coach in the NFL after getting back-to-back 3-win seasons.
The team literally net gains $20 million by getting rid of Jared Goff.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter what he does this year.
Much
then.
more of a incentive to get rid of Jared Goff than they do Dan Campbell. And again, they gave him the big, long contract because it's going to take time. Absolutely, Jared Goff's under way more pressure.
I don't think so.
His career's over. If he has another
They
bad year, it's
re-signed
over.
Jared Goff.
His career's over.
They restructured Jared Goff's contract and extended him.
Because they had to.
That gives him more time. That's the same thing you're
No, it
saying for
doesn't
Dan
give him
Campbell.
more time. They just rearranged the money.
They literally extended his contract for more
No,
years.
they didn't extend him. They didn't extend him for any type more years. They rearranged the money so they could sign the rookies.
Last year, when they were about to draft Tua, or 2 years ago, did they not extend Jared Goff?
Talking about the Rams?
No, the Lions.
No, they did not.
They did not add any years on his deal.
No, they did not.
Are you 100% positive?
I'm 100% positive.
Okay.
Sam, did they extend Jared Goff?
I mean, not that I know of. I'd have to look that up. So to me, the answer is Jared Goff, honestly, and I think they're both under a ton of pressure. Restructured it. I believe you on that. They're both under a ton of pressure. The reason that I say Jared Goff is because I disagree with you, Spencer. I think people will bat an eye if Jared Goff plays just as poorly this year as he did last year, because the roster that has been built around Jared Goff, I think is, I don't want to say, it has the potential to be light years ahead of what it was last year, especially with Frank Ragnow missing a ton of time and Taylor Decker missing a ton of time. This is a team that, around him, if the offensive line stays healthy, has the chance to be elite. I think DeAndre Swift is going to lead the NFC in rushing, and if he does that, obviously Jared Goff would have a ton of help and like a lot of play action opportunities. And the weapons around him, this is an offense that I don't think it's as good as the 2018 Rams, but it has a lot of the makings of a 2018 Rams style offense. And we know what Jared Goff did with that offense. Although the defense of the Rams isn't as good, I think that it's Jared Goff just because we've actually seen what he can be, but on another team at his apex. And I think people are going to be disappointed if he doesn't approximate that with the Lions.
100%. I mean, this team is quite clearly building. That's why he's given such a long contract. Like Jared Goff is the guy that has the neck on the line, and the team's much more willing to lose with a rookie quarterback than they are to lose with a quarterback they're paying $30 million.
Where's your basis off that? They've proven the last
What do you
2
mean?
drafts that they're
What do you
not.
mean, where's my basis
They
off
hadn't
that?
drafted a quarterback.
I'll tell you why, because they didn't like the quarterbacks that were available.
Okay.
Brad Holmes straight up came out and said it. You know what I'm saying? And
Last year,
and I'll
yes.
tell you
Last
too,
year,
yeah, in the
yes.
first year, they gave Jared Goff an action, they say, let's see what this guy has. And the second year, a little bit more of like, let's see what this guy has again, because last year, to be fair, they didn't have much to work with. But before we continue this argument, because I saw Owen, right when the segment started, he shot his hand up. So I'm going to let him get his in, but not before I tell you guys about Gypsy Vodka. Gypsy Vodka is the official drink of summer, and it's here. They have the new drink with the mulligan. It's made with 8% alcohol, you know what I'm saying? Get you feeling good, whether you're in the backyard, arguing sports with your boys, or around the golf course. Make sure you guys ask for a mulligan. Guys, a local golf course near your Total Wine is almost guaranteed to have it. It's that good. The mulligan by Gypsy Vodka is what we're having. We'll be right back.
Life is full of hard choices. We're here to make one of life's biggest decisions as simple as possible. My name is Christina Gennari, and for over 20 years, I've helped hundreds of families buy and sell homes. We cover all of Metro Detroit and more, from large luxury homes to starter homes. We will work hard to make sure that you get the home of your dreams. So if you're in the market today or even thinking about buying or selling in the future, make the obvious choice. Christina Gennari, the obvious choice in real estate. Visit us at soldchristina.com today.
Ciabattas, summer salads, and dip shakes. All at Big Boy. Try a chicken club, chicken cordon bleu, or sunrise ham and cheddar. All on our grilled ciabatta bread. Or keep it light with our Michigan apple chicken Caesar, or Greek salad. And don't forget to cool off with a frosty hand-dipped cookies and cream or strawberry shake. You heard it here first. Summer just got better.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
You guys, I tell you time and time again, don't let the TVs fool you, man. I am a white man. But it's all thanks to Chili Peppers saying I'm able to look so beautifully Brazilian brown. You know what I'm saying? That Australian gold, if you will. Join the Pepper Club today because right now Chili Peppers beating all competitors by $5. That's right. No, I'm playing dollars. For real talk. Chabaz. Chili Peppers Club's beating all competitors by $5. Chili Peppers, guys. They have the hottest bulbs, the hottest deals, and the darkest tans. 26 locations and more on the way. What up, though? Welcome back. Why? Common sense will tell you to go to a solo shot.
Nah, I thought it was better with Spencer right there.
You're just a dick.
Let's watch Spencer.
A little dick. All right, little dick.
That's why he's scared to fight young sus.
All right, little dick. You had your hand up during the next segment. Tell us, who's under more pressure? I think it's obvious. Actually, make it a poll while I drum this one up for you. But Jared Goff or Dan Campbell, who's under more pressure this year?
I also think it's Goff, just because of the upcoming draft. Like, I understand what Spencer's saying with the fact that nobody's going to change that perception. But, like, if he went just off, you know, like he leads in the playoffs and everything, and you get a playoff win, then you start, like, changing that perception.
What's more a reasonable thing to happen, though? They underperform or they overperform and go into the playoffs and win?
No, I'm just saying, but, like, who's got more pressure? Like, all right, team sucks. Both Campbell and Goff both suck. Who's going to lose their job next year of the two?
Probably Jared Goff.
Yeah. Okay.
But still, he's losing his job regardless. That's my sentiment.
I agree with you.
He's not the guy for the future, no matter what. No matter what he does, he's not going to be the guy that this season or that this franchise extends or hangs their hat on. But Dan Campbell still could be that guy if he goes out there and proves it. But if he doesn't, who's going to sign Dan Campbell, to be a head coach again?
But my thing is, like, he's going to have more than just this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless they go, like, winless or win, like, 1 to 2 games, like, that's the only way he's getting skunked. Jared Goff, like you said, like, he might even have a decent year and still get skunked this year because of how ugly that contract is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hoping he's good. I mean, like I said, we've seen him in perfect situations actually perform well. So, by the way, I'm surprised in the chat. The last poll we just did was who would win the fight, Flannel Sam or Neil.
What?
Neil took it by 60%.
Wow.
60 to 39. You know what it was? It was Neil running to all his boys.
Put him up.
Dude, you got to vote for me, man. Come on.
Put him up. Put him up.
Disrespect. The disrespect.
No, I mean, I'm not sleeping on Neil either, though.
Yeah.
It could go either way.
I'm playing.
I'm not sleeping with Neil. It's not how I get my jobs.
I don't know what to do right now. Everyone's just laughing.
You're picturing me and Neil. Hey, yo. But
who's a big spoon? Spencer or Neil?
Yeah,
for sure. Actually, I don't mind being Little Spoon. Bro, your girl hugs you from behind. It's not the worst thing that can happen.
I just picture Neil as your big spoon.
Which one do you prefer, though?
I prefer Big Spoon, yeah.
Okay. Right.
But I don't mind being Little Spoon.
Does
my girl wraps her arm around my waist, so
Whoa, your waist?
My waist, yeah.
How short is
grabs
she?
the schmeckle.
Come here. You changed your mind, though. Sounds like you changed your mind a little bit, too.
Yeah, I had you.
I said, I'll let you change your mind. Yeah.
I did. It sounds like
we asked you who's more likely to lose their job in a bad season. The answer is Jared Goff.
I said, I think Jared Goff is losing his job regardless. Maybe not the end of this year, but he's not going to be the guy they go for it with.
That put him under more pressure, no?
Right, correct.
He'd have to overly exceed to keep his job.
He is right.
Thank
you.
I
don't think so.
Thank
you. Like I said, man, I don't think anything changes no matter what Jared Goff does, but a lot can still change
Ellie Garcia in the chat.
A lot can still change for Dan Campbell.
Reach around.
He needs to prove it. Jared Goff has proven what he is already.
I think
the book's still out.
I think Sean
on Dan
McVay's
Campbell.
proven what he is already. I don't know if I can say the same for as much for Jared Goff.
What do you mean?
What
You
do
don't
mean
know
what I
what
mean?
Jared Goff is?
We know what he is. It's not good. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
yeah. So he's proven it. He's proven what he is.
So he's under more pressure, bro.
So he's
Like,
under more
how?
pressure to
Spencer,
change that
You just said you know what
so,
he is.
So hold on. So you said Jared Goff's more likely to lose his job at the end of the season, correct?
I think he's losing his job regardless.
Okay.
yeah,
So
of the
knowing
two,
that
right.
he has $60 million that he can collect these next 2 years, that's a lot of pressure to not lose your job this year. You know what I'm
$30
saying?
million if he loses his job this year.
Yeah, well, two years.
But I really don't think that money makes a big difference to him. He's already made a shit ton of money.
$30 million makes a big difference to everybody. That's
not Ben Simmons.
That's another generation.
Yeah, not Ben Simmons.
taking
Not Ben
care of in your
Simmons.
family. you
Yeah,
know?
no, literally.
His
yes.
girl's probably making more money than he is.
Who, Goff?
Yeah.
I don't know
I
about
don't
that.
think that. No,
No, I don't know.
Nice, but I don't know that.
Stop it! Stop it!
Let's be real. We didn't know who she was until Goff grabbed her up. You know what I'm saying?
She was
So-
already a supermodel before Goff.
You
grabbed her.
know who she was, so Goff got her.
I mean, a lot
Who's
of people
under more
did.
pressure, Goff or
or his
Christina?
girlfriend? No, but I don't know. That's to me, it's still Campbell.
Dude, you're wild
Dude,
right now.
you
It's
just-
okay.
Just give up.
I'm not.
It's okay.
I'm not giving up anything.
Just give up.
Chat's got Goff 65%.
Thank you.
Cam with 35%. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I do want to move on from this because I hate beating up on my friend.
Thank you. Beating up on you. You've been saying the same thing.
I hate seeing you take the abuse.
I'm not taking nothing. I already said
I
that
wanna
when Cheese
switch-
Nips told me to take it.
Whoa, pause.
Oh, wow.
I want to
don't
switch
think I said
gears to
that.
LeVar Ball.
LeVar Ball?
No LeVar Ball. Remember we
Oh.
said switch gears, and Molly's like, sexual events. Like, nah, I just want to change topics, but I want to switch gears with you, Molly. I want to talk some basketball.
Molly Quirm.
I'm done watching you take abuse. I want to talk about Jaden Ivey, man.
Taking
I
no
want
abuse.
to turn the page.
If you think
Taking mad abuse.
differently than Eazy, you're automatically wrong. First of all,
Right.
and second of all,
Sure you
you're
are.
just stupid. It's always
true.
it's always
It's
what
true.
it is.
Yeah, you do
But
look
I do
stupid
agree
right
with you
now.
on this.
I don't feel stupid at all.
All right. I don't know what to
But
say.
do
You
the
think the
Eternals
Lions are
take
going to
this
win the
the
Super
worst
Bowl
one.
this year? I think you feel stupid.
I never said the Lions.
When you were booted up, you did.
No, I didn't. I screamed one pride. You're booted up when your girl got her hand around you.
I mean,
Nonetheless, though, might as well go to break. Let me tell you guys real quick.
what?
What?
We got 2 minutes. We're going to switch the topic. We're talking about a new topic for
That
2
was a
minutes.
fast topic, yeah.
Yeah, well, Dr. Pierce ran a little late because you're like,
Yeah.
let me ask you another question.
I mean, that's important stuff people want to hear.
Yeah. Use your Google machine, guys. All right?
So a phone?
What?
For Pascal's.
Yeah. Don't listen to the guy we had on our show.
No.
You literally just said that. What are you talking about, man?
Just disrespect the
No,
guy
I didn't
like
say
that.
that. I'm saying use Google machine for Pascal's. Like a
just
sports
said
hernia is
that.
not career ending though. You know what I'm saying? Like
Nobody
we
said
know, we know
what?
what it is. I
Nobody
know, but
said
I don't, like Josh Pascal. No, for Josh Pascal's injury, bro,
All right,
I don't care
I'm
about
sick,
that
I'm
one.
sick of my boy
It's 3
taking some.
months.
I'm sick of my boy taking
It's 3
abuse
months
right
every
here.
time. No one's ever. I gotta retire because of this hernia.
Sick
Like,
of my boy
that's never
taking some
happened.
abuse right here. He's making up stuff to
You
make
took
his
abuse,
point,
son.
right?
69-31.
Thank you.
That's a
Thank
dub.
you. Thank you. So,
For whooping
if
that
you're
ass?
taking abuse like Eazy did just
Never.
now,
Never.
you might need some help with your mental health. And we got the thing for you because the Sports Marketing Agency helps spread mental awareness on mental health and substance abuse. Their new podcast, This is the F Word, helps spread awareness of fentanyl and other addictions. Shout out my boy Sean Jordan. They're doing something great, producing that podcast right here at Woodward Sports. So go to thesportsma.com if you are struggling or know someone who is. We are the Woodward Heavyweights, and we'll be right back.
Hi, my diamonds. It's Crystal with an X. You want to get hot and perfect like me? Here's my super easy routine. Drink at least a gallon of water before you wake up. Attach a weight to everything in your house. Sell your car and just sprint everywhere. Scream when you exhale.
Don't follow Crystal with an X. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Detroit's downtown summer playground is back. Open all summer long, the Monroe Street Midway. Enjoy roller skating, free Wi-Fi, food trucks, art installations, and so much more. Don't forget to take advantage of the basketball court, putt-putt, and, of course, family programming all summer long. All art installations are done by Detroit artists, and it's a fun, safe event from people 1 to 100. Go to deckedoutdetroit.com.
Make sure you download the Woodward Sports app in the App Store and the Google Play Store today. Take Woodward Sports with you wherever you go and listen live on your phone or mobile device.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, I think this one's kind of like who did more pressure.
Thank you. I know. Yeah, you were talking during it. So this is Spencer for the Bowling Warehouse in Hamtramck. You know it. You've heard of it. It's the home of the original football bowling pin game called Bowling. There's multiple different ways you could play. Thank you. They have $12 open unlimited play where you can stay there open until close and have a good time. Thank you. They also have private lane reservation for $120. 12 people can get their own lane, and you can bring in any type of food you want if you get thirsty. They've got a $2 mystery beer vending machine. Thank you. And you pop in $2, pops you out a good beer, no hassle, no fuss needed. If you know what you want, they have multiple full loaded bars for to choose from. You just got to say thank you. Check them out in person in Hamtramck or visit them online at foldingwarehouse.com. Thank you.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy, Eazy, joined my man, Spin More Rex.
What up, though?
Boy, rubbing off the bruises he took from that on the last segment. Shout out to Cheese Nips and TD Booth, running the ones and twos onto the show. I did tell you guys we're going to switch gears. We talk some hoops. Did we have one more football? Should we tackle the football or jump into hoops?
You just said you were.
All right, we'll talk hoops. I teased it. But I'm just saying we're going football.
Give
Why we go hoops for one?
Want.
And people want football.
Yeah, no, we got to talk about this. This is important.
All right, we're doing it.
Or you could just Google it.
Yeah, or don't listen to anything on this show.
All right, listen. A fucking sports hernia is a common injury. All right? I don't care to take...
ACL tear isn't a common injury?
I don't care to go past break for hernia.
Oh, now you care about making breaks.
Especially
now
when
you cares about making breaks, huh?
Especially when you thought you took the surgery like today or yesterday, whatever the hell you thought it was.
Now he cares about making breaks.
Yeah, because we're on the main channel now.
Yeah.
It's definitely different. We were lawless in the last one.
We were lawless.
And we were allowed to be, though. It's our channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I care about taking breaks on this one.
Yeah, but the timing of the breaks only matters for the radio audio. It's just as long as we hit them all.
Well, no, because we still got to hit them every 12 because that's what they're told.
Google it.
Yeah, Google it, dude.
Turn the Google
it, you idiot.
You're paying for this show. You're getting these for free. Get their breaks.
Nonetheless, guys, we do want to talk about one of the Detroit Lions thing before we move on to basketball, and that's Iffy Melifonwu. What did you say? What did you say?
I said Google it.
Google it, yeah.
Google whatever we're
Iffy
about to ask you.
Melifonwu is changing from the cornerback position to safety. And Owen just
dude, put the cam on it.
I know he sucks.
No, it's funny watching Spencer.
Yeah, but you can watch him and not have him on the camera. Jeez, oh, Pete Snips.
Dude, female Melifonwu. I got him. Look at that guy.
I'm dying.
Hey yo, what kind of dummy chokes on water, son?
Google it.
Google how to drink them shit, son. Fucking idiot.
You good?
Oh, I'm good. I went down the wrong pipe, but I'm good. Too much girthy water.
Big girth.
So, Iffy Melifonwu, if you Googled it, he's moving to safety. What does this mean for the Detroit Lions defense, Eazy?
What it means for the Detroit Lions defense? I think I love it, actually. I don't know if it's you and I or Dion. We spoke either on a past show, and I know I spoke with this conversation actually for sure with Dion. I don't know if I spoke it on air or with you yet, but I had a little bit concerned the fact that we signed Deshaun Elliott as like our second safety, just because I look at like his body of work. And when I went to go watch a little bit of the homework and do a lot of film on him, injuries were there too, but he's a thumper, and we already have a thumper at the safety position, Tracy Walker. So I'm thinking like secondary, you want some type of coverage back there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, God, your ass.
He's quick with it.
That was quick.
I saw you. You were about to do something. I was like, I'm gonna get this kid.
Oh, you got me. That was a good one. Good job,
Nonetheless,
Cheesemans.
guys, I'm sorry. These two idiots.
We're Spartans.
You're not an idiot today, Owen. I apologize. Nonetheless, someone in the studio Google the Heimlich maneuver for Spence.
Yeah, for real. Google
Coverage,
it.
though. We have two thumpers in the backfield in
Yes.
the secondary.
Yes.
Tracy Walker, Deshaun Elliott. And I was like, yo, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I like to see big hits, but, you know, going back to the good Detroit Lions defenses, I shout to my guy GQ and Slay. They said we had Delmas to thump them and then GQ to capitalize on the ball. You know what I'm saying? Make a play on the ball. Well, we didn't have that situation heading into this year with Deshaun Elliott and Tracy Walker. However, the Detroit Lions making the move of Iffy Melifonwu. By the way, shout out to Scott Bischoff, who called this the day he was drafted. On the Speaking podcast back when I was doing my thing in the basement, he came on the show and he said, yeah, I think I see him make a move to safety. And that's what they're doing. And now I finally feel like the Detroit Lions have a cover guy in the secondary at the safety position alongside a Tracy Walker or Deshaun Elliott. If, you know, things pan out. And I trust the Detroit Lions making that move too. Like, going back to the Aaron Glenn podcast with Adam Schefter, he says, you know, his goal as a coach and what he's learned from guys like Sean Payton, great coach, and he's another great coach. I always forget his name. I did it last time
Bill
too.
Belichick.
Nonetheless, though,
Bill Parcells.
Bill Parcells, thank you. They cater the defense to like the pieces they have, and you saw that last year with Charles Harris. I don't want to say experiment. The revitalization of Charles Harris, you know, as a former first-round pick with 7.5 sacks last year, and I think he's gonna be able to do that with a guy like Iffy Melifonwu. If a guy like Aubrey Pleasant and Aaron Glenn think Iffy's better at the safety position than he is at the cornerback position, I'm going to take that. I'm going to accept that because Will Harris got off of the safety position. They moved him to the corner, and he actually looked somewhat relevant to be on a football field.
Played a lot better for sure.
Hell
And
of a lot
that's,
better.
like you said, yeah, we got two thumpers back there, so it is important to have a guy who can be, you know, the pure kind of coverage guy. Oh, man, you're not quick with it when he does it, huh? But it is good to have a coverage guy back there.
Don't do that
So
shit.
I'm excited for it. It's like you said, you saw what Aubrey Pleasant and Aaron Glenn did with these guys. They brought in restricted free agents. They brought in undrafted free agents and turned them into legit NFL starters. So it is very important to bring in a guy like that who is a talented guy. He is a guy that can go out there and make plays, and you got to find a place for him in this defense. So Jesus Christ, man. I'm trying to talk it. It's good.
That's Owen's fault, man.
It's good to find a place for this guy in the defense where you can use him and he could capitalize on his strengths. If you're losing Will Harris or you're putting him at corner, then it makes sense to bring a guy who might not have been seeing too much PT in the cornerback room and throw him as a safety where he could see more PT if, like you said, you know, Deshaun Elliott has dealt with injuries in the past. So if he loses some time, you can bring in a guy that knows the system, knows the guys, knows the coaches, and you're confident in making plays.
100%. And I'm
I was ready.
All right, if you guys don't know, Spenny's doing some wild gestures.
Why
on the
don't you
side.
get him whenever he does?
Because I don't do it. I don't know what you're talking
sleeping.
about,
I
bro.
was sleeping. I was like, I wasn't
Dude,
looking.
you're
Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, guys. This is how the show is going to be. All right, well, let's be wild a little bit.
We got the Pat McAfee vibes for sure.
For sure. Especially during off season, like we cooling a little bit. Yeah. Nonetheless, though, I'm extremely pumped about the situation. Because I confident it's going to work out. I'm saying with AG and Aubrey Pleasant being the ones to pull the trigger to make the change, I'm confident. And not only that, like we saw like the amount of injuries that we had last year, you know, and in the secondary specifically.
Yes.
You have guys that played multiple positions now. If that happens, you know, you don't have to waste a roster spot on bringing up a guy, you know, from the practice squad or something like that. You can move Iffy and you know, bump up another cornerback or someone, or even if we lose a cornerback, if he could play the cornerback spot.
Yeah, for sure.
Which, by the way, like, I have more confidence in Iffy as a safety at this point, if that's truly what's going to play, than a cornerback, because I thought he was, you know, solid.
He was solid at cornerback.
So
yeah.
if they're saying, you know,
he's better at safety,
and he must be damn good at safety.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Does it raise any concern for Kirby Joseph, though?
No, I think it opens the door for Kirby Joseph more. It's like that gives him some more opportunity to learn behind these guys. That gives him opportunity to see what it takes to play in the NFL for different reasons. So I like Kirby Joseph. I do think he can, you know, come up that's the depth chart. I think he'll be higher because there obviously are 2 safety positions, and Kirby Joseph is more of a coverage guy than he is a thumper. He is a ball hawk. He's a guy that'll go out there and find the ball. So I'm not worried about him because he's still young. Obviously, they even said like when they drafted him, it might take a little bit before this guy's ready to play. But I'm excited for it. Like you said, I didn't even think about that. Like, if he looked pretty good at the cornerback position, so if they're like, hey, this guy's even better at safety, that might be saying something. But the cornerback depth with, Jerry Jacobs gone, they have Mike Hughes. We know what Mike Hughes is. He was a bad cornerback on a bad secondary in Kansas City. So hopefully he can come here and he can show out when needed. And hopefully Okudah steps up and stays healthy and is that guy all year so we don't have to worry about it too much. But it's never bad to have a helping of secondary guys because you're going to need a lot of them on the field at a lot of different times.
Are you more excited for Aiden or Okudah? Because I feel like we're finally getting to see Okudah.
Yeah, I'm more excited for Aiden. I just think, number 2 overall draft pick, Michigan guy, Dan Campbell guy, hustles, great mental guy, good hustler, all the stereotypical white player phrases that people say. Dude just works hard, gets after it. But it's all true though, because that's what he is. On top of his God-given talent and ability, he is a very hard worker. He is a guy that wants to go out there and win on every down. So I'm very excited for Aiden Hutchinson because I saw what he could do. Watching him in the Big Ten, I saw what he could do when he's on one. So I want to see him go out there and rip a quarterback's head off.
Oh yeah. What do you think about his hair?
I haven't seen it.
Aiden's hair?
Yeah, did he change his hair?
No, I just wanted to meet you to Lady Jane's. I apologize.
Oh, my bad. I didn't even. Well, Big Hutch, if you ever need a haircut, you got to go to Lady Jane's because, as you know, we broadcast this show live from the headquarters of Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men in Birmingham. Did he change his hair? It's definitely awesome when I get off the show.
He changed it like a Lego.
If I want to clean up my dead ends or take an inch or 2 off, I can sit in one of those chairs and I know my girl Alyssa or Megan will take care of me. So I highly recommend you get to a Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men near you and let them treat you like a king as well. They are open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. You can walk in anytime, relax, watch your favorite team play, and before you know it, your hair will be game ready. So get into Lady Jane's, open 10 to 8, 7 days a week. You can walk in anytime because at Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome. We are the Woodward Heavyweights, and we'll be right back.
The Sports Marketing Agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zaniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
You don't have to go to the beach, man. You don't have to get your butt crack full of sand. You just need a little chili peppers, man, to get that glowing beach chili peppers tan. Woo!
With 26 locations in the Metro Detroit area and more coming, Chili Peppers Tanning is where you'll find the cleanest salons in the D. Join the Pepper Club for the best deals on unlimited tanning. Head to chilipepperstanning.com.
You just need a little chili peppers, man.
Get a shot up. This is for the win. All of Detroit's sports teams live on Woodward. All of Detroit's sports coverage lives on Woodward Sports. Driving the best in Detroit sports coverage.
Odds Trader.
OddsTrader.com's number one place to place all your bets. Live play-by-play updates. And
we the best.
You guys, you spending money and you gambling.
Another one.
Make sure you're using OddsTrader.com to find the best options.
Dude, struggling to look for that page.
Matter of fact, it's not even there. OddsTrader.com, guys.
Another one.
It's your best bet. OddsTrader.com. Check them out.
God did.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights. I'm your boy, Eazy Joe, my man.
This camera.
Yeah, you do, actually. It's kind of weird. I look green, too. It's crazy because, like, I'm...
a white man.
Right? Yeah, I'm a white man. Yeah, like we're different complexions. But like on this thing, we're like the same. Because color doesn't matter here.
Camera doesn't see color.
All right, but real talk, guys. If you're just joining the show or you missed it throughout the entire week, I don't know why we want to do this. Oh, your girl Rachel's watching you do that one. We are raffling off a free Amon-Ra St. Brown signed helmet, courtesy of John Yu, the Pro Sports Zone.
Shout out.
If you haven't already, you screenshot this stream, head over to social media, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Twitter, you at myself, at SpeakySports_, at SpinMoreX.
We gave you some good screenshots too, so.
We did give you some good screenshots. Well, at least some for him for sure. Nonetheless, though, you guys screenshot this stream, you at and tag myself, Kung Fu Spinny, add the stream link to it as well, is Pro Sports Zone, and you went into that raffle to win a signed autographed helmet by Amon-Ra St. Brown, the Sun God himself. You guys know it already, man. He's going to be the start of the year. And if you haven't, what do you think of that highlight video I made, by the way? I just put that together. I put it on Twitter yesterday.
Yeah, that was cool. That's cool, yeah.
For some reason, I thought that song, I've been on a little Nirvana kick lately.
Yeah,
man.
I know you have.
That was like a fire, I feel like it was a fire song.
We might have to, put you in it, get you some talk. You might have to listen to SMA.
Whoa,
too much of a Nirvana kick. Sad boy kick.
It's not sad boy kick. That shit.
Nirvana is sad boy music.
No, it's not. I listened to that song a couple years ago. I don't even know who's listening, so I don't know if I want to say this. But I had a lady friend, and I put that song on.
Lady of the Night?
Personal?
Yeah, Lady of the Night. And it would be lit. That was a jam.
Nirvana is sad boy music for sure.
You get sad because you think of, like, Kurt Cobain being gone, but I think it's, like, lit.
It's lit.
Yeah, he's dead. It's lit.
No, dude, it's turned up, bro. It's like,
I don't know if it's turned up.
Dude, I would not
Teen
say
Spirit,
it's turned
like, you're never like crying and listening to that. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, but I'm not crying but the majority of their category is sad boy music.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been cool.
There's not enough girth in that pen, though, to deflect that.
That's true.
Guys, tomorrow we're going to have a special guest on. We're going to add a triplet heavyweight for you, Suyu. All together, he's adding Sean Murphy, a triple heavyweight show all together. I think he's going to join us digitally.
What are you doing in that booth, Cheese News?
What's happening? Is the audio cutting in and out?
No.
No, I was clapping for Sean.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my headphones
I
were
heard
cutting
it
out.
either.
Oh, jeez. That
There's a
Nirvana
lot of
story
girth.
got you hyped
That's
up,
all I
huh?
gotta say, man.
Yeah.
No, Nirvana's not sad boy music. Let's check this poll, though, before we end the show. Who's under more pressure? Jared Goff. Oh, man. Jared Goff or Dan Campbell? And
Is it
68%. Overwhelmingly, 68% over Dan Campbell.
Thank you.
32%.
Thank you. Why don't you Google how much pressure he's under, all right?
Well, you can't. Unfortunately, you can Google how long it takes to heal from.
Yeah, so don't listen to our guest. That's what he's saying.
Well, no, our guest can tell you like a more specific detail, like what's going on at this stage in the process. Because you Google, the ACL stuff,
Jesus.
and it's going to tell you different. Because it's probably give you everyday Joe. And like, I don't know, like,
What?
I think
Dude,
the Achilles.
what are you talking about right now?
Spinny's just trying to recover from his L by
What-
bashing
what
me.
You know who throwing it on him? He did not
I
deserve
can't
that,
hear you.
man.
That's what happened.
He did not deserve that.
Yeah, no.
Why? What, was he the one talking, Trish?
No,
Shit?
he just asked, what are you talking about right now? And you said, Spenny's trying to recover from his L. I'm just sitting
Because
here.
you're saying Google it. It's because you're trying.
That was kind of weird that you said that.
Yeah.
Like, this is like a sports talk show, and we're talking about sports, and then all of a sudden you're like, Google this. The fact that we actually had a doctor on today, and you said Google it over, you had him in studio and you asked him a question.
Well, because we had to go to break.
What? You could have asked him at break. I don't know.
Yeah. Or.
I didn't really think it was that big of a problem.
No, it's not. It's not. You
Yeah.
just keep bringing it up, so that's fine.
Who keeps bringing it
What are you
up?
talking
You
about?
keep bringing it. You said Google it. Google it.
Yeah, no, because it's funny.
Oh.
It's like the same thing. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I still can't believe you did that.
But-
I think he's hard, bro. By the way, might I add, the whole Kevin Durant debate. Oh, why don't we tear down his team? Why don't we tear down his... The Boston Celtics were the NBA Finals this year.
Yes. So they need a player to push them over the edge.
Willing
Dude, they have
to
talent
drop off a team to
surround
grab
those
Kevin
guys.
Durant.
Then they need a player to push them over the edge. Because
Push
they
me
were in
to
the
the
finals
edge.
last year.
All my friends are dead.
The Pistons were a 23-win team last year.
I think it's just showing you that Kevin Durant's worth it, dog.
For a championship
yeah.
caliber team, yes, he
That
is.
was in the championship.
I never said he wasn't
think
worth it for a championship caliber team.
We
I said he
aren't
wasn't
yet.
worth it for a 23-win team.
With Kate Cunningham, Kevin Durant. Year
And
3K
no one else.
and Kevin Durant. Oh, we'd have someone else.
Thank you.
That's the part that like I'm lost at. You think we're gonna have nobody else? Like, that's
Because
just
we'd have
stupid
to trade
shit.
the team.
Like we're just gonna roll the ball up there with 2v5 in an NBA game. Like that's wild. It's wild.
What are you looking at?
Especially we have as much cap space as
I
we
think
do.
that I don't want to say it. I'm waiting for him to walk past. Oh, no. Never mind. I'm not even going to say
Who
it.
do you think it was?
TJ Hawkinson.
Oh.
It's the hair.
It'd be funny social content if you ran up to him and asked if he was.
TJ Hawkinson.
Hey, will you sign my head? Oh, dude. Let's have him sign my head. He looks nothing like
He looked like Hawk
from far away.
He looked like Hawk from 30 yards
He's
away.
got the ponytail.
The beard, the ponytail. He's a pretty big guy.
I mean, I'm not going to
Easy sees him from 2 feet. It does not look like Hawk.
Close, bro.
He did it.
But we appreciate you guys for joining us. Thank you for liking, subscribing, checking out the channel. Make sure you stay in the comments. Make sure you stay supporting us because we got something real nice to give you tomorrow, and that is an autographed Amon-Ra St. Brown helmet.
Oh, snap. That is tomorrow.
That is tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday.
Hey, today's the last day to qualify for a signed, autographed Amon-Ra St. Brown helmet, courtesy of Pro Sports Zone. Make sure you guys tag Pro Sports Zone. Spinning myself, Easy. You guys will automatically into that raffle. Today's the last day to qualify.
Today's
Tomorrow
the last day to qualify. Tomorrow we're raffling it away, so make sure you come check us out. We appreciate you guys for liking, supporting. Tell your friends, tell your parents, tell your kids, tell your grandma.
Sean Murphy,
make a fake account and watch the stream. We'll see you guys later. We are the heavyweights for Speak Easy. To my left, for Young Cheese Nips in the booth holding it down. I am Spencer Axter. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Google it.
Google it.
Thank you.